And now, Autolite and its 60,000 dealers and service stations present...
Suspense. Tonight, Autolite brings you Mr. Danny Kaye in The Too Perfect Alibi, a suspense play produced and directed by Anton M. Leader.
Friends, Autolite resistor spark plugs, the spark plugs with a built-in resistor, are fast becoming the most popular plugs in America. And no wonder, for when you replace your old narrow-gap plugs with wide-gap Autolite resistor spark plugs, you can tell the difference in your car. Your engine will idle smoother, you'll have better luck with lean gas mixtures, actually save gas dollars. What's more, thanks to this built-in resistor, Autolite resistor spark plugs cut down spark plug interference with radio and television reception. And remember, friends, only Autolite offers car owners and truck owners everywhere the sensational advantages of resistor-type spark plugs. So be right with Autolite. Switch to Autolite. And now, Autolite presents Danny Kaye in a tale well calculated to keep you in...
Suspense.
Prince Charming. That's what Jack called me. And when he said that, something clicked inside of me. I remembered how in fairy tales the good prince always married the princess. And they lived happily ever after. Yes, happily ever after. Except that first there was the ogre that had to be taken care of. They were spending the weekend at my house in Croton, Catherine and Jack. The girl I loved and the fellow she loved. Oh, I admitted I was stupid to let myself in for it, but I just couldn't help myself. I had to have Catherine near me. She was the loveliest thing on God's earth, slender and blonde, with flecks of the purest gold in her hair, and eyes just as green as the sea. Jack was what the girls call a beautiful hunk of man, a one-time football hero. But now he was a clerk in a sports shop, a nobody. And why Catherine was so mad about him, I'll never know. After dinner Saturday night, we sat out on the terrace and looked out on the Hudson a half-mile away. Everything was quiet, peaceful.
Jack, shall I tell him? After all, he is our best friend.
Sure, honey, might as well.
Tell me what?
We're getting married Monday, Sam.
Married?
Hey, I'm the one who should look like he's going to face a firing squad, not you, Sam.
Oh, I'm sorry, kids. It was just such a surprise, that's all.
How about it, Sam? Will you be the best man?
Sure, of course I will.
Oh, good.
And congratulations, both of you.
Thank you, Sam, dear. You know, you're the sweetest, kindest, nicest, best-hearted person I've ever known.
Well, she means outside of me, of course.
Well, I do not, Jack Stewart. If it weren't for you, you big lug, I might even be marrying Sam on Monday.
Hey.
Say, I just thought of something. You like my place up here in Croton, don't you?
Like it. We love it.
Well, then it's yours.
Wait a minute, Sam.
I'm giving it to you for your wedding present.
Oh, Sam.
You always pick up the check, don't you?
What do you mean, Jack?
Everything you do makes me look cheap. You give Catherine a job and pay her twice what I make. You give us free theater parties, free dinners, and free weekends in the country. Now you want to give us a free house.
Now, look, Jack, you've got me all wrong. I just want to give you kids a good start, that's all. I want you two to be happy.
Just like in the fairy tales, eh? The prince and the paupers, and good old Sam as Prince Charming as always. Well, no thanks.
That was when I got the idea. When he called me Prince Charming. That was when I remembered about the prince, the princess, and the ogre. And you know what happens to the ogre in all the fairy tales, don't you? You remember that, don't you? He dies. And he dies because the prince kills him. Catherine left with Jack, and I was miserable. I paced the floor for hours. All I could think of was that today was Saturday, and on Monday noon she would marry him. 2 more days, and she'd be lost to me forever. I couldn't let it happen. I wouldn't. I had to get rid of him. What I needed was a weapon to defend myself with after I killed him. An alibi. A strong, unshakable alibi. A perfect alibi. It took me all night and gallons of coffee to figure that one out, but I did it. And the first thing Sunday morning, I phoned Jack in New York. I persuaded him not to hang up on me.
Well, what do you want?
Jack, ever hear of the Allegheny Sporting Goods?
Did I ever hear of J.P. Morgan?
Well, a friend of mine owns Allegheny.
So?
And he needs a sales manager. I've arranged an appointment for you first thing tomorrow so you can get the job before you get married.
What?
It pays $20,000 a year. And you can buy your own wedding presents.
Are you serious? Does he know I'm only a clerk?
Well, it's just a matter of selling yourself, Jack.
But I...
If you're free tonight, I'll be glad to give you a few pointers on the best way to approach him.
Well, that's
Look,
great.
look, Jack, I'm going to a party in town tonight. And if you can meet me around 10.
Well, Sam, I...
Here's the address, Jack. 3365 East 56th. I'll wait for you near the corner.
Okay, thanks. Just one thing, Sam. Don't tell Catherine about this, will you? You see, in case I get the job, I'd like her to feel I got it on my own. You understand, don't you?
Sure. Of course, Jack.
Oh, thanks, Sam. See you tonight at 10.
My hands were shaking so hard I could barely reach up to wipe the perspiration from my forehead. I was scared stiff. I was frightened because I had intended to ask him to keep it a secret from Catherine. Instead, he'd asked me. Everything about my alibi was working out perfectly. I drove to town. I went to the State Street ticket office and bought a ticket for the Staten Island ferry. Then I went uptown to my apartment. I had lots of time, so I decided to treat myself. There was a nice, thick, juicy steak in the icebox, and I fixed it just right and rare. As I sat at the table enjoying the steak that cut like butter, I got an idea. A good idea. Just the thing. Eventually, it was time to go to the party.
Why, Sam Rogers, where you been keeping yourself all summer, you dog?
Running is still on my mountain up in Croton.
Hi, Sammy.
Hi. I spoke to everyone I knew and a few people I didn't know. I made certain that practically everybody saw or talked with me sometime during the evening.
Hello, Sam.
Where are you rushing off to, Frank?
Hey, want to hear the 9 o'clock news?
Oh, the news? Do you mind if I join you?
Not at all. Come along.
We listened to the news until 9:15. Then I got involved in an argument over Soroyan's new play.
Of course he's mad, Sam. That's why he's so wonderful.
Before I knew it, it was time. 1 minute to 10. I slowly smiled my way toward the door and edged my way out of the noisy crowd without anyone noticing. I walked casually through the open door. Once outside, I quickly walked away from the house toward the corner. I stopped under a tree where it was dark to wait for him. Well, I was just in time. A car turned the corner. I stepped out to flag it and froze. It was a police SWAT car.
Hey, why don't you watch where you're going?
My face was drenched when I stepped back on the curb. For the first time, I realized how easy it would be to make a slip. This time, I made sure it was Jack's car before I stepped out. Park here, Jack, under the tree.
Huh? Okay. Sorry I'm late, Sam. The ferries were jammed. And on top of that, I had an argument with Catherine. And...
Oh? What about?
Oh, the usual, you know. First, she brought up your house again, and she was jealous about some girl I kidded with on the beach this afternoon. Didn't mean anything, but you know Catherine. We practically had a slugging match in the restaurant. She'll be over it by morning. Which reminds me, Sam, I'm awfully sorry about the way I blew my top last night.
Oh, that's all right.
You're still going to be my best man at the wedding, aren't you?
Oh, sure, Jack. I'll be your best man.
Oh, that's wonderful. Catherine was right, Sam. You are the nicest, sweetest guy we've ever known.
Oh, forget it, Jack. Now, suppose we sit in the back seat of your car and talk about your new job. Okay? Get in.
Okay.
And do you know that was the last word he ever said? Okay! There he was, lying in the back of his car, and sticking up out of the middle of his back was my favorite steak knife.
For Suspense, Autolite is bringing you Mr. Danny Kaye in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Say, Hap.
Yeah.
Let me read you a wonderful Christmas thank you note I got from my Aunt Susie in Maine.
Why, I didn't even know you had an Aunt Susie, Harlow.
Well, you just listen to this, pal. Dear Barlow.
Huh?
She never could get my name straight. Thank you so much for those wonderful Autolite resistor spark plugs you sent me for Christmas.
Harlow, you didn't.
Listen now, Hap. She says, Cousin Charlie, he's your third cousin once removed on your mother's side, you know, told me that Autolite resistor spark plugs are those popular new spark plugs that have a built-in resistor. And he said they have an extra-wide gark spap.
What?
She means spark gap, of course, that helps make your car run slick as a kitten on skis.
I see where you inherit your famous figures of speech, Harlow.
Let's see. So Cousin Charlie replaced my old narrow gap plugs with my new wide gap Autolite resistor spark plugs, and right away I could see what makes people rave about them so much. I declare my car idles smooth as silk, runs better than a scared jackrabbit with a tailwind. And honestly, Barlow, I've been saving gas.
Wow, Susie's got me woozy.
So, friends, when it comes to spark plugs, be smart, be choosy. Take your cue from Susie and mosey on down to your nearest Autolite dealer tomorrow and get your car a brand new set of those wide-gap Autolite resistor spark plugs. Remember, you're always right with Autolite.
You said it, Harlow. And let's get back to Suspense.
And now, Autolite brings back to our Hollywood soundstage Mr. Danny Kaye as Sam in A Too Perfect Alibi. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
After I stabbed him, I watched him slump to the floor of the car. And that's all there was to it. The ogre was dead. And now the prince and the princess could live happily ever after. I pushed his feet into the car and slammed the door. I locked the car with the keys I found in the ignition and put them in my pocket. Then I eased myself back into the house. I picked up the thread of conversation just as if it had never been broken.
Well, that's the name of the game, kid. Gin.
You never should have held on to those two kings, Johnny boy.
Okay, Sam. Suppose you stop kibitzing and play this card shark yourself. He's got those things hypnotized.
Well, just step to one side, John, and I'll show you a few tricks an old yogi named Gunga Jin once taught me.
I can do it.
I played gin all evening with Frank Bostwick. And though I never did like him very much, somehow I felt warm and friendly towards him now.
Good night, darling.
Then around 12-ish, the party broke up. I waited till practically everybody else left. Then I bid my host good night, got into Jack's car, and drove off. I got to the Staten Island ferry slip just before 12:30. I was lucky. Traffic was still heavy. Nobody would notice me. I took out the ticket I bought in the afternoon and drove aboard. A moment later, we started across the bay. I could breathe again. I checked off another point in my alibi. If they ever faced me with a night shift ticket agent, he would have to swear he'd never seen me or sold me a ticket in his life. It was so easy, I felt like laughing. I turned and looked at him lying on the floor in the back. He wasn't fighting me anymore. My alibi had him beaten all the way down the line. Suddenly, two things happened to me at once. I saw the knife sticking out of his back.
Have your tickets ready, please.
The ticket collector. I'd forgotten about him, too. I couldn't afford to have anyone remember me on this boat, and I had to get rid of that knife. I had to act fast. In spite of the sick feeling in my stomach, I leaned over the seat and yanked the knife out of Jack's back. His head jerked around and grinned up at me. I looked around for a piece of paper to wrap the knife in. There wasn't a scrap anywhere. I pulled out my wallet, grabbed 2 or 3 bills, and covered the blood-dripping blade in the bills. I got out of the car, jammed my tickets under the windshield wiper where he had to see it.
Tickets. Have your tickets ready, please.
Then I scrambled through a maze of bumpers and fenders till I reached the rail. My heart sounded like a bass drum. I leaned on the rail and looked into the black water. Then I dropped the knife over the side.
Hey, I saw you do that.
What? What did you...
Don't you know it's against the law?
What is?
Dumping paper into the harbor. You could get arrested for that, mister. You better watch your step or something.
Oh, thank you. I kept my head turned away from him so he couldn't get a good look at me. He'd never recognize me in a court of law. No, sir. Anyway, he'd forget all about me 5 minutes from now. My alibi was still 100%. I got back into the car. When we landed, I drove a few blocks inland. I left the car in front of a house and walked back to the ferry. By the time I got home, an hour later, I'd lost all my fears. I felt wonderful again. I went right to bed and slept soundly for the first time in weeks. I slept so soundly, in fact, that they stood there ringing my bell for 5 solid minutes before they woke me up. I opened my door and saw 2 detectives standing there with an invitation to visit Inspector Vanelli of the New York Homicide Bureau. Then I remembered about last night. Inspector Vanelli was a slender, swarthy man who looked more like a successful businessman than a police officer.
You know Jack P. Stewart, Mr. Rogers?
Certainly. Why?
He's been murdered. His body was found at 9 o'clock this morning in a parked car on Staten Island.
What? I can't believe it. This was his wedding day. He and Catherine were going to be married.
Mr. Rogers, what was your relationship with Catherine Gilpin?
Inspector, I think I ought to tell you right off that I'm probably your best suspect.
You are?
Yes. Catherine turned me down for Jack. That probably gives me the best motive in the world for killing him, doesn't it?
Well, supposing you let me decide who had the best motive, okay, Mr. Rogers?
Okay.
All right, now the best place to begin is at the beginning.
He kept me there hour after hour while the police stenographers crammed their pads with notes. Finally, late in the afternoon, one of the detectives hurried in and whispered something to him. Inspector Vanelli's hard face broke into a rocky smile.
Okay, Mr. Rogers, you're clear. But I don't mind telling you now, I was sure it was you.
Really, Inspector? Why have you changed your mind?
Well, we have 35 affidavits from responsible people swearing that you were at a party between 9:30 and 11:30 last night. And that's when Stewart was murdered. That settles it. You've got a perfect alibi.
I could hardly believe it. It had been so easy. Only yesterday, the girl I loved was miles away from me, unattainable. Today, she was mine for the asking. No more rivals, no more competition. Gradually, she would forget Jack and turn to me. It would take time, I knew that. But I had plenty of time. I could wait. Catherine phoned me the next morning. And suddenly, I didn't have any time at all.
Sam, they've arrested me for Jack's murder.
They've what?
They've arrested me.
But they can't. It's just a stupid mistake, Catherine. Look, I'll call my lawyer and we'll get you out of there right away. But we couldn't. In New York, you can't bail out a person accused of murder. What could they possibly have on her? It was ridiculous. But the thought of Catherine in prison was pure torture for me. My attorney suggested I retain Simon Blade, the shrewdest criminal lawyer in the state. Blade investigated every detail of Catherine's story. Finally, after 2 of the longest weeks of my life, he called me in.
All right. Now, here's the district attorney's case, Mr. Rogers. She and her boyfriend had an argument in a public place, a restaurant. They argued about 2 things. 1, she wanted to take your country house for a wedding present, but he didn't. 2, he made a little goo-goo eyes at some blonde on the beach, and she burned up. She tells him he's cheating on her. So then he burns up. He tells her to go marry somebody else and walks out.
Yes, but how do the police know all this?
They have witnesses, Mr. Rogers, witnesses. Now, she says that after the fight she went home alone and cried on her bed. But the DA says she ran after the boy, rode out into the country with him, and stuck a knife in him for calling off the wedding.
Her word's as good as his, isn't it?
Certainly, and she's prettier than the DA, too, but, well, I'm not finished. It seems that the management of the restaurant bought 24 new steak knives that week.
Steak knives?
Yes. The girl and the boy had steak for dinner, and the next morning one of the new knives was missing. The police took a sample knife down to the morgue, and it makes a perfect fit with the stab wounds in the cadaver's back. Now all we have is her word that she didn't do it, and there's only one person in the world who can prove that she's telling the truth.
Who?
A corpse with 3 holes in it.
On the day of the trial, I sat with Simon Blade and waited for them to bring Catherine in. And when she came in, she looked so young and so lost. I had all I could do to keep myself from jumping to my feet and telling them the truth. Then she saw me. Her eyes lit up and she smiled. And I smiled back. And somehow I felt sure it would all come out right, just as I had planned it. Simon Blade was wonderful in that courtroom. One moment wringing sympathy from the jury for Catherine's pale face. The next frankly exploiting her sex with a knowing eye. And when he strutted before a terrified witness, his barbs always hit the bull's eye.
And how did you know, sir, that the knife was missing from your restaurant?
We counted. We counted them and found one was missing.
You count your silver, huh?
Yes, sir.
What's the matter, Demos? Don't you trust your customer?
Blade forced Demas to admit that customers walked off with knives, forks, and spoons every day, that several persons had steak that night, and that anyone might have taken that knife. Everything was going along fine. And then, the district attorney exploded a surprise in our laps.
Do you recognize this handkerchief, Miss Gilpin?
Yes, sir. It's mine.
It's yours. And would you please tell the jury what made these stains on your handkerchief?
Blood. Blood? They're blood stains. But you mustn't
Blood.
think...
Whose blood?
Jack's. It's Jack's blood. But I'm not guilty.
Order! Order in the court. If there are any more such disturbances, I shall order the courtroom cleared. Proceed, Counselor.
So, Miss Gilpin, you admit this is the blood of Jack Stewart?
Yes, he had a nosebleed. He always had them when he was excited. I loaned him a handkerchief.
A very convenient explanation. Shall I tell you, Miss Gilpin, what I think the real explanation is? I think you stabbed Jack Stewart.
No.
Then in your jealous rage, you struck again and again.
No.
Then, calmer, you noticed that your hands were covered with blood. His blood.
No.
You wiped them on the handkerchief. This handkerchief, Miss Gilpin.
No.
And went to dispose of the body.
No!
Oh, the DA was very convincing. And the jury thought so, too. Because when they came in after 11 hours, they found Catherine guilty of murder in the first degree. We appealed the case and lost. I pulled every string I could to get a commutation from the governor. It was hopeless. I had to face it finally. I had killed Jack so I could have Catherine. But I couldn't have her now, and I didn't want to go on without her. I went to the DA and told him everything.
Mr. Rogers, are you trying to tell me that you killed Stewart to keep him from marrying Miss Gilpin?
That's right. That's right. Since I can't have her, I might as well confess. Will you arrange to have her released?
Look, Rogers, I know exactly what you're trying to do, but I've got no time for heroes. I've got 35 sworn affidavits in my files which prove that you couldn't have killed Stewart. I've got my conviction, and so far as I'm concerned, this case is closed.
He wouldn't believe me. And Catherine's execution was only a week off. I went to the newspapers with my story, but they wouldn't believe me either. One of them did send a reporter with me to see the people who were at the party that night.
Sam, it's wonderful what you're trying to do, but I can't lie about it, and I won't.
That was the kind of answer I got everywhere I turned. Then I tried to find the 2 policemen who'd passed as I left the house and the man who had seen me throw the knife off the ferry, but it was useless. I couldn't find one person who would believe me, not one. The next day, I made a last attempt to see Catherine. They wouldn't let me. But late that afternoon, I received a note from her. It was heartbreakingly full of all the things we planned and now would never do. And what hurt me most was the part where she said,
I heard all about it, Sam, and I love you for it. I love you for your foolhardy attempt to save my life at the expense of your own. Jack once called you Prince Charming, but he never dreamed what a prince you really are.
even she, Prince Charming, even Catherine wouldn't believe me. And that was harder to take than all the rest. And you don't believe me either, do you, friend?
Well, Mr. Rogers, it's very hard to...
Shh. Listen. It's 12 o'clock all over again, isn't it, Joe?
Why don't you go home like a good fellow, Mr. Rogers?
I can't sleep, Joe. I just can't sleep. How can I sleep when nobody will believe me? Joe, why do the innocents always suffer in this world? Catherine was innocent. Why did she have to suffer?
Oh, you got it all wrong, Mr. Rogers. The innocents don't suffer, but the guilty, they're the ones. Take you, for instance. Supposing you really was guilty of Jack Stewart's murder, and supposing she paid for your crime, why, you'd have 2 lives on your conscience this very minute, Mr. Rogers. And you'd have been suffering for those 2 lives ever since the night she went to...
Yes, you're right, Joe. You're right. It is the guilty who suffer.
Say, Joe, how about that fella?
Him? He's been coming in here these 10 years now, telling the same story to anybody who listened.
10 years?
Sure. And where do you suppose he's gone now? Another bar, most likely, to pick up a conversation with somebody else like you and live through it all over again.
But about what he said, do you really think he killed him?
Mr. Rogers? Him? Not on your life. Why, he's a prince of a guy.
Thank you, Danny Kaye, for a splendid performance. Mr. Kaye will return in just a moment.
Hello, your Aunt Susie must be mighty cold up in Maine this time of year.
Cold? Why, up Maine way, it's so cold they use icicles for andirons.
And do those wonderful Autolite resistor spark plugs feel the frigid finger of freezing temperatures?
Not on your life, because Autolite resistor spark plugs consistently give you smooth, dependable, on-the-spot performance. And remember, friends, only Autolite offers car and truck owners everywhere the sensational advantages of resistor-type spark plugs. So, with millions of car owners switching to Autolite, why don't you? Because you're always right with Autolite. And remember, Autolite means spark plugs.
Ignition-engineered resistor spark plugs.
Autolite means batteries.
Stay full batteries.
Autolite means ignition systems.
The lifeline of your car.
And now, here again is Mr. Danny Kaye.
Thank you very much. I feel a little better now, anyway. It's been a great pleasure for me to be here on Suspense, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm especially grateful to Tony Leader for letting me play the kind of role which you and I don't usually associate with me. It was a lot of fun, if you can call being a murderer fun. Well, next week, radio's outstanding theater of thrills will bring you Dana Andrews in a famous story by Cornell Woolrich, If the Dead Could Talk. Another gripping study in...
Suspense.
Danny Kaye will shortly be seen in the Warner Brothers Technicolor production Happy Times. Tonight's suspense play was written by Martin Stern with music composed by Lucien Moraweck and conducted by Lud Gluskin. The entire production was under the direction of Anton M. Leader. In the coming weeks, Suspense will present such stars as Robert Montgomery, Fibber McGee and Molly, Ronald Coleman, Jane Wyman, and James Mason. Make it a point to listen each Thursday to Suspense, radio's outstanding theater of thrills. And next Thursday, same time, hear Dana Andrews in Cornell Woolrich's If the Dead Could Talk.
Remember, you're right with Autolite. So switch to Autolite. Good night.
This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Suspense. Tonight, The Singing Wall, starring Van Johnson.
Have another cup. Another nice hot cup. Yeah, it's that special cream makes it taste so good. So a guy named Joe brought you, huh? You come up here from Joe's place. From Joe's place. Yeah, hear it? Ain't that pretty? Yeah, that's right. It comes right out of the walls. Singing walls. We got hot and cold running water here and singing walls, yeah. Have another cup. And a little more of the extra heavy cream. What? Well, lie down and take a little snooze. I'll be right back. Hey, look at you. It's blood. Blood all over your shirt. Oh, him? He's all right. Just lock him in the closet. Put the key right in your pocket so you'll know just where to find him. Sure, I'll be back. I'll be back in just a minute.
No, let me out. Let me out of here. No.
What's the matter?
Tommy, wake up.
What? What is it?
I've been knocking at your door the longest time. You were having a dream or something.
Yeah. Gee. What time is it?
It's way afternoon. You came in pretty late.
I did, huh? Toss me my bathrobe, will you, sis?
Don't you know what time you got in?
No, not exactly.
Oh, Tommy, I know it's tough not having a job all these months. But the kind of people you're getting...
Oh, my head.
Have anything to eat last night?
Yeah. They bought me some coffee and...
Coffee? Who did? Where was this?
Oh, well... Honest, sis, it's no alibi, but I don't remember where I was. Only just now I seem to be dreaming about it.
About what?
About last night. I could hear you banging on the door all the time I was dreaming. And it seemed as though I wasn't dreaming at all. I was remembering a lot of things.
What sort of things?
Oh, I was all mixed up. There was a guy with a kind of frog voice that kept giving me eats and coffee. I was sort of floating. And there was a place with music coming out of the walls. There was something about blood on my shirt. And a key to a closet.
Tommy, you're shaking like a leaf.
Yeah, it was a pretty scary dream, all right. If it was a dream.
Well, you get dressed and come on downstairs. Here, I'll get you a clean shirt.
No, I better wear the old one. I've worn it only once.
But it's all messy.
Yeah, it does look kind of... Mildred.
What?
My shirt. Give me it.
Now what's the matter?
Look, Mildred. That's blood.
Well, I guess it is.
I know it is. Just like it was in the dream.
Oh, Tommy, don't be silly. You must have hurt yourself somewhere.
But I didn't. Look. There isn't a scratch on me.
Well, then you got in a fight.
Maybe.
What else could it have been?
That's what I'm trying to think.
Well, stop thinking and hurry up and get dressed. Oh, my goodness. Look at the way you threw your clothes around last night. Trousers on the floor here. Oh, dear. Everything all over the place fell out of the pockets. I'll pick it up. You get dressed.
Thanks.
Didn't come home with much, did you?
I didn't have much to start with.
Well, I'll put it all up here on the bureau. 25 cents and change in your keys. Now, hurry, will you?
What did you say?
I said hurry.
No.
Oh, I said I put your change and your keys up on the bureau.
Keys?
Yeah.
Mildred, I only have one key.
Well, there are two there now.
I know. Let me see them.
Here. One's the key to the front door.
But the other one?
Doesn't belong to any door in this house.
It's the key to the closet.
What closet?
Last night. It wasn't a dream.
Tommy, what are you talking about?
Mildred, you better call Denny right away.
But he's on duty.
I know, but get him over here right away.
Tommy, what is it?
Last night, I think I killed a man.
Let me look at your eyes, Tom.
Listen, Denny.
Uh-huh. You were doped, all right.
I didn't know what it was.
Never mind that now, kid. How much do you remember?
Oh, Denny, I hated to bring you in on this, but I didn't know who else to go to.
Skip it. What's the use of having a brother-in-law who's a cop if he can't help you once in a while? How much do you remember?
Just what I've told you. Just like it was in the dream. Only it wasn't a dream. There was this guy, Joe. Just some guy I'd known from someplace. I don't know where. I met on the street, and he took me to the party. Then the guy with the frog voice began giving me eats and coffee. Had a lot of coffee. Then everything got confused. And I was in the place with the singing wall, some harmonica playing or something. That's where the closet was.
What about the guy the dead guy?
At first he wasn't there. And then he was. He was sort of slumped over in a big armchair.
And then frog voice put him in the closet?
That's what I remember. And then he left. And I suddenly seemed to realize that the guy in the closet was dead. That's when I got out of there. I don't know how.
You don't have any idea where it was?
No, I didn't even know where the party was.
And you never even seen any of these people before?
Except this guy, Joe, who took me to the party. And that's all I know about him. Just a guy named Joe that I knew by sight from someplace. But I don't know where, or his last name or anything.
Whew. That's not much to go on, is there, kid?
No, not much.
A guy named Joe, singing walls in a closet, and another guy with a froggy voice.
Oh, I'd recognize him, or his voice, if I ever saw him again.
Tommy, you're in a jam, kid. The way it looks right now, there's a dead man in a closet somewhere in this town, and you killed him. Maybe you didn't. And if we find him before somebody else does, maybe we can figure out what did happen. But the way it stands now, kid, you're it.
Yeah, I know.
And we haven't got much time either. If the place is an apartment, they've probably found the body already, and I'd know about it. If it's a hotel, they check the guest out by 6 o'clock. That gives us, about 4 hours.
4 hours for the murderer to find the guy he murdered. It's kind of crazy, isn't it?
Tommy, you know how I feel about Mildred. And you know I don't exactly hate you either. You know I'll do everything in the world I possibly can to clear you.
Sure, Danny, I know.
But I'm a cop, Tommy. And if you did do it, you know I'm going to turn you in, don't you?
Sure. I know that, too.
Okay, kid, okay. Now let's start from the beginning. What about this guy, Joe?
But I don't know anything about him.
You know his name, you know his face. Now think, Tommy, think.
I'm trying to. Oh, if I could only remember. If I could only remember.
So a guy named Joe brought you, huh? You come up here from Joe's place. Joe's place.
You see, Tommy, when you remembered that, you told me where Joe is.
I did?
Yeah, sure. You see that sign over that restaurant?
Yeah, Joe's place. Joe's place, yeah!
Tommy, you were playing with bad boys last night, and this is where bad boys hang out.
So?
It all clicked when I remembered you said the guy with the frog voice asked you if you came up there from Joe's place. He didn't mean where Joe lived or anything. He meant this place. He thought maybe you were one of the boys.
Well, how did I ever meet this Joe? I've never been here in my life.
He runs another place more respectable as a sort of cover, about 3 blocks from our house, the Grotto.
Hey, that's right.
Yeah, remember now? If my hunch is right, Joe is going to be plenty surprised when he sees you walk in there.
Me? Walk in there?
Now, don't worry, kid. Just walk in and sit down at the table. If you're not out of that place in a couple of minutes, I'll know you recognize the guy, and we're on the right track. I'll come in as though I didn't see you and go to the phone booth.
Then what?
Then we'll see, kid. Are you okay?
Okay.
Oh, one thing more. If he offers you anything to eat or drink, take it.
Sure. Well, here goes.
What'll it be, Mac?
Orange juice.
Right.
Well, what do you know? Hello, Tommy.
Well, hi, Joe.
What are you doing down in this part of town, kid, huh?
Oh, I had to come down and see a guy. I didn't know you had this place.
Just a little sideline. It's where I first started, you know.
Sure.
1 orange juice. That'll be 10 cents.
Oh, no, you gotta have a little something to eat on me, kid. What do you have? Coffee, at least, huh?
Well...
Nice hot cup?
Yeah, okay.
Coffee for the gentleman, Larry, with the, extra heavy cream. Understand?
The extra heavy? Sure.
I'll take tea with lemon. Hey, Tommy, that was some fun last night, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you disappear to? I was looking all over for you.
Oh, that's the funny thing. I don't even remember.
I get it. Well, a guy has to cut loose once in a while, huh?
Here, one coffee with extra heavy cream, one tea.
Well, this'll warm you up.
Wait a minute.
Hey, who are you?
Oh, this is my brother-in-law, Denny. This is Joe.
Say, you must have got things mixed up. You never drink coffee, Tommy. You only drink tea.
Yeah, that's right.
Here, you take the tea, give Joe the coffee, and I'll take the orange juice.
I don't like coffee. I never touch it.
Okay, I'll take it. Thanks. By the way, Joe, you haven't got a little bottle I could pour this into, have you?
Hey, who do you think you're kidding, Bub?
I'm from headquarters. Here's the badge.
Oh, no, wait a minute. I didn't know that.
I suppose you didn't know that what I'd find in this coffee if I took it down to have it analyzed, would you?
Now, look, I don't want any trouble. I never had any. They'll tell you at headquarters. If it's a matter of dough...
You can't buy your way out of this one, chum. I want talk, and I want it quick.
What kind of talk?
Where did you take Tommy last night?
Oh, it was just a little party, a card party. Just coffee and cake.
Yeah? And they slip things in people's coffee there, too.
I don't know anything about that, honest. I hardly know the people.
Who's the guy with the frog voice?
Voice? I don't know any guy with a frog voice. Look, I don't want no trouble. They'll tell you at headquarters.
Listen, there's a narcotics rap on this for somebody, and it could be you. Come on, where was the party?
Courtney Square West, number 75. Some people named Sorrell.
Come on, Tommy, and you're going too, Joe, just in case. Sorrell, A.J. Does this look like the place, Tommy?
Yeah, it looks like it. It could be. Everything's been so confused since last night.
This is it.
It better be. Mrs. Sorrell?
Yes?
I'm from police headquarters.
Oh.
You mind if we come in and look around?
Oh, why, no.
Come on, Tommy. You too, Joe. Oh, by the way, do you two know each other?
Why, his face is familiar. I think he's been here a couple of times. We play a lot of cards. All kinds of people wander in and out. Is that what the trouble is?
It might be. You know anyone with a froggy voice?
No. Not that I can remember.
Okay, let's look at the apartment.
Well, this is the hall, of course. And here's the living room.
Joe, you stay here in the hall, and you better be here when I get back.
I'll be here.
So, this is the living room.
Uh-huh. This is the bedroom. Looks kind of messy now.
See anything?
No.
Over here's the kitchenette.
I see.
That's about all there is to it.
Denny, that closet.
Oh, there's nothing in there. Just a lot of old odds and ends.
Open it.
Well, it's locked.
All right, unlock it.
I'm not sure where the key is.
Then, lady, you'd better find it.
Well, I'll try.
Is this it, Tommy?
There was a closet like that. And a window just over there where that one is. And the armchair and bed.
Don't you remember?
I can't, Denny.
Let me have that key.
Wait a minute. Here she comes.
I think this is it.
Try it.
It sort of sticks sometimes.
I'll help you.
There it comes. See? Just a lot of old junk.
Uh-huh.
Come on, Denny.
You sure?
Sure. Come on.
Well, I guess that's all, Mrs. Sorrell. Thanks for showing us around.
That's all right.
Hello, Joe. Still here?
Yeah. You, don't mind if I stay here and visit a while, do you?
No, I guess not.
Well, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thanks again.
Goodbye. Good luck, copper.
Oh, I'm sorry, Denny.
Well, it was a try.
What do we do now?
I don't know, Tommy. We found Joe. Now, what about those singing walls? Come on, think, Tommy, think!
Yeah. That's right. It comes right out of the walls. We got hot and cold running water here and singing walls. Singing walls.
Denny.
Yeah?
Listen.
What?
That's it. The singing walls. The music I heard last night.
You sure?
Sure. I remember the piece and the harmonica and everything.
It's coming from around here someplace.
Denny, it's coming from their apartment. The one we just left, Sorrell's.
Come on! This must be the place, Tommy. The closet and now the music. They must have been pulling a fast one on us.
Well?
All right, quit stalling. Come on, Tommy.
Stalling?
Yes, you heard me. You two brushed us off pretty slick, didn't you?
Listen, I don't know what this is all about, but...
Where's that music coming from?
Well, from the radio.
The radio?
Yeah. I turned it on the kitchen just now when I started to fix dinner. It's a little portable. Here. See?
Okay.
I don't get it. What did you mean by...
Oh, skip it. Well, Tommy, here we go again.
I don't care. That was the music I heard, and that's the same number. Sounds like the same band. Hey, wait a minute.
Now what?
Where's your phone?
On the desk.
Denny, look and see what station that's coming over.
It's WBTA.
Thanks. Hello, operator? Get me station WBTA, a radio station. I don't know what the number is.
Tell him it's a police call.
Yeah, it's a police call. Thanks. I may be wrong, Denny, but I got a hunch. Hello, WBTA? What's that band you've got on now? I don't care if it's an electrical transcription. What's the guy's name? What? Turn off that radio. Now, what was that name? Yeah. Uh-huh. Well, where can you get a hold of this guy? Where does he hang out? I see. 5 nights a week. That include tonight? Thanks.
Well?
He's a small-town band leader. Harmonica Hal and his Harmoniers, he calls himself, and he plays at a place called the Silver Slipper out in the concourse.
Come on.
You better get on that phone, Joe.
Ah, you dumb. You would have to turn on that radio.
There's the Silver Slipper right over there.
Okay, let us out here.
Right.
Here you are.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
It, look familiar to you around here, Tommy?
I'm afraid it's a bum steer, Denny.
Look, kid, do you know what time it was when you heard the music?
It was just night. That's all I know.
All right. They don't play recordings so much at night, particularly of small bands. And this Silver Slipper isn't on the air. So maybe you were out here someplace and you heard the band itself.
Yeah, maybe.
I know it's a kind of a long shot, kid, but right now it's the best we got. Let's case the joint.
Okay.
Don't look like there were any rooms with closets in the Silver Slipper.
Denny, look, right next to it.
Yeah, a hotel.
That would make sense.
Yes, and the shape you were in, you probably would have signed your own name, too. Come on. Oh, by the way, what time you got?
10 to 6.
10 to 6. Our deadline's getting pretty close, kid.
Yeah.
This better be right. Oh, what a place.
If I could only remember.
Well, there's the clerk. We'll see, kid. We'll see. Say, lady, you got a guy named Tom Cochran here?
Tom Cochran. I don't know.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right. We're friends of his.
I'll see. When did he register?
Last night.
Yeah. Oh, sure, here he is. Tom Cochran and Ben Doyle.
Yeah.
Room 209. I don't think they're in, though.
Oh, no?
No. I've been ringing them to see if they were going to check out by 6. I was just going to send somebody up. Shall I ring again?
No, we'll sort of surprise him.
Okay. Right up those stairs. They got to be out by 6 or pay for another night.
Yeah, well, we'll take care of it. Let's go, Tom.
Denny, did you see the handwriting on that register?
Yeah.
It was mine, all right, Denny.
This is it, Tommy, one way or another.
Yeah.
Here we are. Don't put your hand on that doorknob, kid. Fingerprints, use your handkerchief. Locked. I got some keys. It's an easy lock. Here we go, kid.
Denny, this is it.
Close that door.
That's the closet.
Give me your key. Here, you better hold my gun on that door, just in case.
All right. Denny, look out.
Oh, he was just falling. He's dead.
Oh, gee. This is...
You remember now?
Yeah.
Let's have a look at him. Stabbed. And here's his driver's license. Benjamin Doyle.
Denny.
Give me it. Hello? Yeah, we found him all right. No, they're going to keep the room for another night. No, there's not a thing we want. We're in for it now, kid.
Denny, look. On the floor over there.
A clasp knife covered with blood. That's what did it, all right.
Yeah.
Hey.
I know. It's mine.
Tom, why didn't you tell me?
Honest, Denny. I didn't even remember I'd lost it until I saw it there just now.
Fingerprints all over it. As clear as though they'd been made in sealing wax. Right-handed, aren't you, Tommy?
Uh-huh.
Let me see your right hand. Doesn't take an expert to read these. Those are your prints, all right, kid?
Yeah, guess they are.
And you still don't remember?
Honest, Denny, I don't.
Can you think of any other explanation?
No. There's the guy with the frog voice. But I must have just dreamed him up. I don't know.
Well, kid?
You did all you could, Denny. But don't feel bad.
We can plead insanity or something. Maybe we can prove you were doped.
Maybe. You better call headquarters, Denny. Let's get it over with.
All right.
Where you going?
I don't want to phone from here. That clerk will listen in. There's no use getting all the wolves on us before we have to.
Aren't you afraid I'll...
No.
I won't.
I'll just have him send a detective car, kid. You won't have to go in the wagon.
Thanks.
Oh, you better let me have my gun.
Huh? Oh, yeah, sure.
I'll be back, kid. Lie down for a couple of minutes. You look kind of sick.
I am. Oh.
That's the idea. Take a little snooze. I'll be right back. Hey, look at you. Blood. Blood all over your shirt. Him? Oh, he's all right. Put him in the closet. Yeah, lock the door. Key right in your pocket. Sure, I'll be right back. Be right back. Be right back. Here he is.
You?
Yeah, me.
What are you going to do with him, Froggy?
Get him in the other room until his copper friend misses him and starts looking.
Now, listen, I don't want to be in on anything like this.
Shut up. You're in it up to your neck already. Come on, you. Come on. Get up.
Okay.
And get going. Get going up the hall. Open the other door, Joe.
Sure.
Get in there.
Let the guy, Frog?
Yeah,
Listen, Froggy, this don't look so good. There were people who knew you were getting ready to give it to Doyle.
Sure, that's why I framed this guy. Oh, the trouble I went to. Doped him and brought Doyle in there while he was out. Planted the key on him, bloodied him up. Put the knife in his hand. I still don't see how he ever come to in time.
Yeah, but he did.
So what? We frame him again.
The music.
Yeah. You like music, don't you? You're pretty sweet about music, eh? Well, for your information, that's harmonica hell rehearsing for tonight. And in this room, it comes through the window. On account of there is a window. But in the other room, it comes through the walls. On account of there ain't no window. Catch on?
Better close the window, Joe.
No, wait a minute. I do like music. You mind if a guy in a spot like I am hears a little music?
What about it, Froggy?
Sure. Leave it open. Let's have some music while we work. It'll cover up the noise if he makes any fuss.
So, what's the new angle?
Knock him off, dump him in the park. Dead by his own hand. Yeah. Remorse. We leave the gun beside him and plant some of Doyle's stuff on him.
I got it.
All right, get going. Tie him up. Put a handkerchief at his mouth and a coat around him. He's sick, see? We're taking care of him.
Okay.
Where's the car?
It's around the back. It's around the back.
Come on.
Nobody will see us going out that way. You ready?
Yeah.
Take a look out the door.
Okay.
All clear?
Yeah.
Well, let's go. Lock the door after we go out.
Okay.
Down the hall to the back.
All right.
Hey, what the...
Drop those guns and put them up. Cover them up, you guys.
I got him.
Hey, what is this?
You'll find out, Graziani. Get the gag out of the kid's mouth and untie him, Mike.
Yeah, sure.
Denny.
Yeah, kid, I heard the music.
I hoped you would. I asked him to leave the window open.
I heard the conversation, too. Enough. Okay, boys, okay. Take them down.
Right,
All right, come on, but you don't need to tell me it's okay.
Boy. Who are they?
Graziani's a mobster. Doyle was one of his boys who double-crossed him. How you feeling, kid?
Okay, I guess. It's kind of close.
Yeah, all the way around.
Yeah.
Look, kid,
Skip it.
I'm sorry, Tommy. Honest, I am. I thought you did it.
Denny, until just now, so did I.
And so closes The Singing Wall, starring Van Johnson. Tonight's study in Suspense. Suspense is produced and directed by William Spear. And now, further to intrigue you, we of Suspense present a special preview of our next exciting tale. And here it is, a tantalizing glimpse of our next adventure in Suspense.
Hola, Johnny.
Huh?
¿Qué hay de nuevo? ¿Qué hay de nuevo, Johnny?
Oh, sure.
Sombrero.
Yeah, check the sombrero.
Good evening, Mr. Whittington. You wish a table?
No, thanks. No, I'm just browsing. Is Ronaldo... Oh, there he is now.
Oh,
Hello, Johnny. Hello.
Hi, Ronaldo.
Well, sit down. Have a little supper with me, huh?
No, thanks. I'm not hungry.
Well, come on. Sit down anyway.
All right, anything to please you, sweetheart. Tell me, how's business?
Oh, fine. Great. Every time I get a bad break nowadays, Johnny, I get two good ones right after.
Say, when did you ever get a bad break?
Well, you know Jackie, my little singer.
Yeah, sure I know.
Yeah, of course you do. Well, Jackie is quitting.
Oh, that's too bad.
And who do you suppose I'm getting? Just by the merest accident. Who do you suppose I'm getting to take her place, huh?
All right, I'll bite.
Lorna Dean.
Lorna Dean? Oh, you're kidding.
No. What do you think of that, huh? Very good, huh?
Well, if you'll excuse the aspersions, Ronaldo, I think, what does a dame with an international reputation like Lorna Dean want to be singing in a third-rate cabaret like this for?
Oh, no. Second rate, maybe, but third rate, no.
All right, second rate. But you can't pay her a tenth of what she's used to getting. And what is she doing down here in Buenos Aires anyway?
Oh, now, what you want to ask a lot of questions for? She's going to sing. That's good enough for me.
Yeah, I guess it is. She's terrific, all right. Tell me, when does she start?
2 weeks from tonight.
Why did Jackie quit? It's kind of sudden, wasn't it?
Oh, I don't know. She's nervous lately. She wants to go back to the States, I guess.
Oh.
Say, Johnny.
Yeah?
When are you going back?
To the States?
Uh-huh.
Oh, 6 months, a year, 2 years, whenever this war's over.
Don't you think you better go home maybe a little sooner, huh?
Look, I don't want any lectures on my patriotism, if that's what you mean.
Well, who's giving lectures? Down here we are, we are neutral.
Yeah? Well, all right, that's what I am. The U.S. is okay, it's fine. It just happens that it never did so much for me that I feel like getting knocked off for it, that's all.
Sure. I don't want you to get knocked off. That's what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about?
Your health, Johnny.
Do I take that 2 ways or only one?
One. Listen, Johnny, listen. I see these things before. Sometimes fellows stay around these places so long they forget all about home. And then one day, finish.
I pay my bills, don't I, eventually?
Johnny, don't talk that way. It's only because I like you, you know.
All right. Cut it.
Okay. Ah, here comes Jackie now. Ha-ha.
Alma del África lejana, llena mi pecho, mi...
What's wrong?
Ay,
What's happening?
ay, Dios, ay.
What's the matter? Anyway.
Come on, Ronaldo.
Can't understand. She wasn't feeling well. Why didn't she tell me? She didn't have to go on.
Coming through, please.
Please stand back. Now, what's the matter here?
This woman has been drugged, apparently. I am a doctor.
Oh.
Let's see what's wrong. What's the new way?
Please let me through. Mr. Ronaldo,
What do you want? I have no time now to...
I want the job. Now.
Job? Oh, it's you, Miss Dean.
Couldn't you even wait until they looked the poor kid over before coming
Did
here?
I ask you anything? Look, Mr. Ronaldo, I'm sorry for the girl, but I'm a singer, not a sob sister. I was going to start in 2 weeks anyway. I might as well start now.
Well, all right then, until Jackie can come back to finish out.
Oh, yeah? It'll be about the longest run on record then.
What do you mean?
This young lady is right, Senor Rinaldo. This girl is dead.
Dead?
Do you still want the job, Miss Dean?
Yeah, I still want the job.
And so until our next performance, when you will hear the rest of this exciting tale, we keep you in suspense.
This is the Armed Forces Radio Service.
MA, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world, Roma Wines present
Suspense. Tonight, Roma Wines bring you Mr. Hume Cronin as star of Blue Eyes, a suspense play produced, edited, and directed for Roma Wines by William Spear.
Suspense, radio's outstanding theater of thrills, is presented for your enjoyment by Roma Wines. That's R-O-M-A, Roma Wines, those excellent California wines that can add so much pleasantness to the way you live, to your happiness in entertaining guests, to your enjoyment of everyday meals. Yes, right now, a glassful would be very pleasant, as Roma Wines bring you Hume Cronin in a remarkable tale of
Suspense.
Today began just like any other day. I got to bed early last night because I had to go over the accounts with Mr. Bevins. When you go over the accounts with old Hawkshaw, you've got to be in tip-top shape. Well, I dressed myself rather carefully this morning. I put on the necktie with the little flowers on it, the blue and red one. Jane said she liked it. Told me it matched my eyes. Made them look bluer. I went down to breakfast. My wife, Laura, was having her coffee.
Good morning, Oliver.
Morning, dear.
I'll have to warm your coffee. Here's the paper.
Thanks.
Oliver, must you wear that tie?
Hmm?
That frightful necktie. It's not at all becoming.
Well, matches my suit.
It's a perfectly dreadful shade. Makes you look like a rube.
I like it.
Well, I don't. And I wish you wouldn't wear it. Oliver, aren't you listening to me?
Oh, sure. I was reading.
Oh, well, don't let my conversation disturb you.
That's all right.
Oliver.
What's wrong now?
Oliver, I don't know what's gotten into you lately. You forget things. You scarcely seem to hear a word I say. Aren't you feeling well?
I feel fine. Why shouldn't I?
Well, you look a bit drawn. I believe I'd better make an appointment for you with Dr. Thacker.
Look, Laura, there's nothing the matter with me. I better get going now. I'll be late.
But you haven't finished your breakfast.
Well, that's all I want. I'm not very hungry. Where's my briefcase?
On the hall table. Oliver, are you sure you're not ill? You look positively hollow-eyed.
I never felt better in my life.
Well...
See you tonight, dear. Goodbye.
Oliver.
Yes?
I hope you'll all... Oh, nothing. Goodbye.
Laura was like that. A chronic worrier. She seemed to take delight in fretting about things that wouldn't even occur to the average person. Imagine me not feeling well. Why, I've never had a sick day in my life. There on the trellis was my prize rose bush. Climbing talisman, they call it. Suddenly, I was thinking of Jane. Perhaps if I put a rosebud in my buttonhole, Jane would notice. She'd say something about how the scent matched her perfume, and maybe we'd talk about roses. And I could impress her, because I know quite a lot about roses. I was just about to pick one of the buds.
Well, good morning, Mr. Littlefield. Good morning. 2 letters for you today.
Good morning, Mr. Crowley.
Well, I see you doing a little gardening,
Oh, no, I was just sort of looking the garden over.
Well, that's a mighty fine garden you got there, Mr. Littlefield. Worked pretty hard on it, I suppose.
Yes, I've given it my fair share of time.
Oh, yes. A little too much, maybe,
I beg your pardon?
Well, it pays to be on the safe side, Mr. Littlefield. Now, of course, it ain't none of my business, but it seems to me that you're getting to look, a little peaked. You better go easy.
Yes. Well,
Son, you know.
Good morning, Mr. Crowley.
Yes, sir. Good morning to you, sir. I gotta get going anyway.
It was the second time. The second time I'd heard it, and the day was hardly more than an hour old. First Laura, and now the postman. I felt all right. I felt swell. I thought of the rosebud again. I bent down, snipped off a bud from the bush, had to take the red cross pin out of my lapel to get the rose in, but I didn't mind taking the time. After all, 1 minute more or less never harmed anyone. I didn't know then how precious a minute can be. I glanced at my watch, 8:23. I had to run part of the way to the station. I arrived out of breath, panting, perspiring a bit, but I made it. Steve and Joe helped me aboard.
Hey, Oliver, you ought to get an earlier start in the morning.
I was delayed at the house.
Boy, listen to old Ollie Quees. And you're the guy who used to be a track star in high school. Where's the old wind, Ollie?
I'm all right. Just a second now.
Seriously, Oliver, it's dangerous business for a man of your age to be running around that way.
Man of my age? Listen to him. You'd think I was 80.
Say, know what you need? Maxidrine. Pep you up, make you feel like a million.
I tell you, there's nothing wrong with me.
I got 2 or 3 here with me. A little box, a pocket here somewhere. Here we are. Let me make a little present. Non-habit forming, you know.
Maxidrine? What do I want with Maxidrine?
Just you keep them in your pocket. Take a half of one with some water when you get that sagged out feeling, you know. Pep you up like a million. Make a new man out of you.
It's getting to be just like a club. All you had to do to get a membership was to smile at me and say, Mr. Littlefield, you look a little sick. Mr. Littlefield, you look a little peaked. Mr. Littlefield, why don't you just find some nice quiet corner and go and curl up and die? Mr. Littlefield. It was 9 o'clock when I got to the office. I noticed a lumpy feeling in my solar plexus. Right here, a little on the left by my heart. It was just indigestion, of course. I got my accounts together and I went into Mr. Bevan's outer office. There was Jane at her desk. She looked lovely this morning. Sunlight coming through the Venetian blinds seemed to blend with her blonde hair. All at once, I wondered why I'd ever married Laura. Sunlight never did anything to her hair. Jane was busy and didn't see me come in. I coughed. Lightly.
Oh, Mr. Littlefield, good morning.
Good morning, Jane.
I heard you cough. Do you have a cold?
No, I haven't a cold. I never felt better in my life.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Littlefield. I just thought...
Forgive me, Jane. I didn't mean to snap at you. I guess I'm a little jumpy this morning.
Well, I can understand your being jumpy. Mr. Bevins can certainly be an old bear if he finds a mistake in the books.
He certainly can.
But I wouldn't worry. You're well dressed for the occasion. That rose in your lapel should appeal to his more pleasant side. That is, if he has a more pleasant side.
Just happened to notice the bud in one of the bushes in the garden this morning. I don't know why I wore it.
It looks very nice.
Thank you. It's a climbing talisman. Do you know anything about roses?
No, I'm afraid not. They're my favorite flower, though.
I grow them as a hobby. I had some exhibited once.
Oh, you must be quite a gardener.
Oh, no, I'm not really. You see, there isn't a lot to growing a good rose. You just have to watch your soil carefully. Irrigate, of course. And roses take a lot of spraying, too.
Oh, I see.
And let me tell you, if you intend to exhibit your flowers, there mustn't be any evidence of insect damage. You see, a rose is judged first by its form and color, then substance, then...
Excuse me.
Oh, of course.
Yes, sir.
Have you seen Littlefield?
Why, yes, sir.
Why in the name of heaven has he come in here? Why doesn't he know he has a 9 o'clock appointment with me?
Well, Mr. Bevins, Mr. Littlefield has been waiting for you in the outer office. You didn't call, sir.
Is it necessary for me to call my employees after I've made a specific appointment?
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Bevins. I'm sure that Mr. Littlefield
Littlefield's a fool. Have him come in here right away.
Yes, sir. Mr. Littlefield,
It's all right, Jane. I'll go right in. I walked toward the door. I could feel that lump inside of me getting bigger, almost choking. What right did Bevins have to say such things about me? And in front of Jane? I reached for the door handle and turned it.
Well, Littlefield, what are you standing there for? Come in. Sit down. Littlefield, I believe you're aware of my sentiments regarding punctuality. I expect my employees to be on time. In fact, I demand that they do.
Well, you see, Mr. Bevins...
Never mind. We'll discuss the matter at a later date. Right now, I want to see the vouchers. Last month's.
Yes, sir. Right here.
Littlefield, these are the May vouchers.
Oh. So they are. I'm sorry, Mr. Bevins. Here.
Now, let me see the audit on these.
Yes, sir.
Not the sales slips, Littlefield, the audit.
Oh.
What the devil's wrong with you, man?
What?
A person would think you are completely addled.
Addled? Well, I'm not addled. And I'm not a fool, either. You had no right to call me that, you understand?
Littlefield, I think you must be ill.
No, I'm not ill. Don't say I'm ill, because I never felt better in my life. All that's wrong with me, Mr. Bevins, is that I'm mad.
Yes, that's the word for it. I think you are mad. Completely mad.
That's not what I mean either, Mr. Bevins. I'm perfectly all right, except that I'm not going to sit here and listen to you calling me names. No, sir. I've got 17 years' worth of temper stored up right here, and I'm warning you, Mr. Bevins. I'd like to tell you just what I think of you.
Get out of this office, Littlefield. If there's one thing I will not tolerate, it's insubordination.
All right, Mr. Bevins, all right. So I'm insubordinate. And it may surprise you to know that I've wanted to be insubordinate for 17 long years.
See here, young...
17 years I've worked for you, and what thanks have I ever had for it? $2 raises and listening to you about...
Littlefield, get out! You're fired.
I know. Sure, I'm fired. But that's all you can do to me, Mr. Bevins. All you can do is fire me. Why didn't you fire me a long time ago? So there I was, out of a job. What was the next step? I couldn't go home in the middle of the day. Well, I could, but you don't know Laura. Never would have been able to explain it to her. She wouldn't have understood. She never understood anything. With her, it was payday, the bridge club, a new hat for Easter. Everything suburban, everything in a rut, always in a rut. Oh, I went back and sat in my office to think. After a little while, I got up and went to the water cooler, pulled my handkerchief out to wipe off my hands, and something fell out of my pocket. It was that little pill box. I opened it. There were 3.5 of those Maxidrines in it. I swallowed them all. I sat down, and in a little I began to feel clear in my mind. My life with this awful, deadly grind, because I was married to Laura. She was the cause of all my unhappiness, the cause of my failure, the reason for my losing my job. Something would have to be done about Laura. Why not eliminate the cause? That was it. Eliminate the cause and you have the situation licked. Eliminate the cause. Suddenly my mind was made up. I must kill Laura.
For Suspense, Roma Wines are bringing you Hume Cronin in Blue Eyes by Charles Smith and Lewis Reed. Roma Wines' presentation tonight in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Between the acts of Suspense, this is Ken Niles for Roma Wines. Every great artist creates many fine paintings, but there is usually one picture in which the artist's talents combine magnificently to produce a masterpiece. It is frequently so with wines. Long famed for the excellence of Roma wines, Roma, America's greatest vintner, has created a limited bottling of outstanding character, Grand Estate wines, each a masterpiece of fine winemaking. Yes, Grand Estate wines by Roma possess all the qualities of wine greatness, brilliant clarity, full fragrance, and soft, rich taste. For Roma vintners, with infinite patience and age-old skill, have captured, from choicest grapes, the ultimate in wine goodness. That is why discriminating wine users everywhere recognize Grand Estate wines as the crowning achievement of vintner skill. Tomorrow, enjoy the delightful experience awaiting you in Grand Estate California wines. For gracious hospitality before dinner, serve your guests Grand Estate medium sherry. For smart afternoon or evening entertaining, delight everyone with Grand Estate Ruby Port or Golden Muscatel. Remember the name, Grand Estate Wines by Roma. Each a taste masterpiece.
And now, Roma Wines bring back to our Hollywood soundstage Hume Cronin, who, as Oliver Littlefield in Blue Eyes, continues a narrative well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Murder's a tough proposition. Takes a lot of thought. Mustn't be messy or violent. It's got to be quick and effective. Or else a guy stands a chance of getting caught. How to do this thing? How to do it without a slip? Suddenly I had it. Laura took some medicine every night at bedtime. 2 tablespoons of powder that Dr. Thacker had prescribed for her and a glass of warm milk. If I were to get some poison that looked like that powder and substitute... Yes. That was perfect. It couldn't miss. Quick and effective. 3 o'clock. I walked up the steps of the public library and went in.
Yes, sir. Can I help you?
I'd like to see some books on,
Yes.
I just wanted to look over something on roses.
Oh, that's horticulture, section 5, just across the aisle.
Oh, yes. Horticulture, of course. Thank you. I took a book from the shelf, thumbed a few pages, and then finally decided to risk a quick glance in the direction of the librarian, see if she was still watching me. The desk was empty. She'd left it. Then I saw where she was, at the other end of the library, stacking books in a handcar. Here was my chance. I could slip across to the science alcove without her seeing. I went to the section marked Science, Medicine. Looked in the card index file under P. Pharmacology. Here it is. Pharmacology and Therapeutics by Walter A. Bastido, Ph.D., M.D. Someday I'm going to look up those initials and find out what they mean. I found the book. The index said, look under hydrocyanate acid and cyanate. And there it was. Cyanate, used as intensifier in photographic development. 2.5 grains of this cyanate is reckoned to be a lethal dose. I could buy the stuff in a photographic store. 2.5 grains. Fatal.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, yes?
I'd like to put these books away if I may. Oh, you're the gentleman who was looking for books on roses.
Yes, I was.
Well, I'm afraid you're in the wrong department, sir. I told you a moment ago you'll find everything on roses. Oh, it was clumsy of me. I'm terribly sorry, sir.
Oh, it's all right. It's my fault. I was in the way.
Oh, you dropped your book. Here.
Thank you.
What? This isn't a book on roses at all. It's pharmacology.
Oh, well, what do you know about that? I must have picked up the wrong book somewhere.
Yes, you must have.
She stared at me as I put the book back on the shelf. I turned and walked away. I could feel her eyes following me through the door. I was conscious of that lump under my heart again. Felt heavy and hard like a rock. And there was a dryness in my throat, too. I swallowed a few times to get rid of it. At 4th and Sutter, there's a photographic supply place.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. I'd like some cyanate, please.
Oh, how much do you want, sir?
Oh, enough to treat some negatives with. Quite a few negatives.
Yeah, about 2 pounds?
Yes, I think that'll be fine.
Well, I'll wait for you. What kind of camera have you been using?
What? Oh, I have a Brownie camera.
Brownie, eh? Yeah. A lot of people are going back to them since the war. You can take good pictures with a box camera if you use it right. You know what they say. It's not the camera, but the man behind the camera that makes the picture.
Yes.
What size negative do you shoot with it?
Negatives? Well, as far as negatives go, I
2 1/4 by 3 1/4, probably. That's what most brownies take.
Yes, that's the size. I wasn't going to be able to keep this up much longer. I was bound to make a slip sooner or later. Couldn't say I was in a hurry. He might get suspicious. A man buying poison shouldn't ever be in a hurry. Why was he taking so long? I could feel perspiration on my forehead, cold and damp. The room began to look lopsided. Everything seemed to be swaying. Swaying. Grip the counter with both hands. Grip it tightly. Now smile.
Yeah, here you are, sir. That'd be 57 cents.
Yes, here.
Thank you. Hey, just a minute. Hey, mister. Hey.
I heard him shout after me, but I kept right on walking, faster. So a photographic studio was just like a drugstore after all. If you bought poison, you had to sign for it. Well, I wasn't going to. No, sir, I wasn't going to. I ducked around the corner.
Hey, mister. Hey, officer, you see a fellow just come out of here?
What fellow?
Gray suit, blue tie, rose in the buttonhole.
No?
Well, he's gone. Now, what do you make of that? The guy gives me a 20 instead of a 1 and disappears. Well, I can do business like that all day long. I won't forget that, gent. No, sir.
I arrived home at 6:30. Laura wasn't there. The table wasn't set. Well, she was probably late shopping. I went upstairs and found the bottle in the medicine chest. The cyanate matched the powder in the bottle perfectly. She'd never be able to tell the difference. I poured half the bottle's contents into the sink, marked with my finger the level of the medicine, and then refilled the bottle with cyanate up to the mark and shook it so as to mix it thoroughly. I emptied the rest of the poison in the sink, and I let the water run for a minute. There. It was done. Everything accomplished. And very neatly, too. All I had to do now was wait. I glanced at the bedroom door. It was closed. All the doors on the second floor were closed. That's another thing. That's another thing I hated about Laura. So precise about her housekeeping, everything in its place. Even to closing doors when a room wasn't in use. I went back downstairs and I tried to light a cigarette. My hands were beginning to shake. Nerves again. I took a book from the table by the sofa, tried to read. Then I realized what I was reading. Funny, I should have picked up that book. Memory album of Oliver and Laura Littlefield. And a dance program tied in pink ribbon. Homecoming dance, Indiana University, 1928. First anniversary. Oliver and Laura Littlefield celebrating their first anniversary, July the 12th, 1929. They invite you to an informal tea. Suddenly, I was lonesome for Laura. I missed her. Where was she? Why was she so late? I wanted to hear her voice. Even if she nagged me, it didn't really matter. I wanted to hear her say something. I thought back over the events of that day. I thought of my married life with Laura. Hadn't been as bad as I let myself believe. Hadn't been bad at all. Laura loved me. She did. She did love me, and I loved her. I must have been crazy to even think of killing her. What would I ever do without her? I leaped to my feet and I ran up the stairs to the medicine chest. I poured the cyanate down the drain, all of it. Washed out the sink with my hand to be sure that the last bit of the poison was gone. After that, I was calmer again. I guess I'd come to my senses. I thought of the blue tie I was wearing. The one Laura didn't like. I changed that before dinner. I opened the door of the bedroom and... Then I saw her. Sprawled on the bed, her face distorted in pain. I went to the bed and I shook her. Laura! Laura! She didn't move. She was cold, terribly cold. Hello? Hello, Dr. Thacker? Doctor, this is Oliver Littlefield. Can you come over right away? Something's happened to my wife. I think she's dead.
I'm afraid you were right, Mr. Littlefield. This glass she drank from, it's poison.
But why? Why?
I'm afraid, sir, it looks like suicide.
Suicide? She wouldn't do that. She had no reason. She
had a reason, Mr. Littlefield. Your wife was dying of an incurable disease.
But that's not true. She would have told me.
She wanted to keep it from you. Those were her wishes. I'm sorry, Mr. Littlefield.
Without saying anything more, he left the room. I sat there staring at Laura. My mind was a blank. I don't know how long it was until Dr. Thacker came back.
Mr. Littlefield.
What is it?
This, bottle.
Huh? Well, that's the medicine you prescribed for my wife.
I think not.
Of course it is. Why, what are you talking about?
I didn't prescribe cyanide.
Well,
It seems that I may be obliged to revise my diagnosis of your wife's death.
I don't understand.
Well, really, Mr. Littlefield, isn't it quite obvious? Your wife's death was caused by a lethal dosage of cyanide. Her medicine bottle was filled with cyanide. The odor is still there.
Yes, but I can explain that. You see, there wasn't a bit of it left. I threw it all away. She must have bought some herself.
I hardly think she'd fill her medicine bottle with poison if she intended to commit suicide.
Now, wait a minute. You've got to listen to me. I didn't do it. I didn't do it, if that's what you're thinking. Dr. Thacker, you've known me for a long time. You can take my word for it.
Hello, operator. Get me the police.
You see, it started with that blue tie. It made my eyes look bluer. Everybody told me I was sick. I started to feel sick.
Yes, that's right. This is an emergency.
Then the Rosebud and Mr. Bevins and the Maxidrine. I didn't know what I was doing for a while.
Hello, this is Dr. Thacker.
Doctor.
You'd better send someone to 6931
Doctor,
Claiborne right away.
You know, people can drive you out of your mind if they keep saying the same thing to you over and over again.
I beg pardon?
You've got to listen. You've got to listen. It was the blue tie. Laura started it. She said I was hollow-eyed.
No, it looks like homicide.
12 hours. It all happened in 12 short hours. But since then, the hours have been long, endless eternity. How long will I have to wait? How long until they file out of that room and tell me what I already know? The coroner's jury found that Laura Littlefield met her death by poisoning. It's recommended that her husband, Oliver Littlefield, be held to answer. I can hear it now. There's no other verdict. The testimony of the librarian, the clerk at the photographic store, the doctor. Powerful evidence that lies. Damning evidence that'll send Oliver Littlefield to the electric chair.
Mr. Littlefield, it's all over.
I knew it. I knew what you would find.
The coroner's jury found the testimony of the librarian, the clerk, and the rest convincing.
Undeniable.
And, of course, the presence of the glass of poison at your wife's bedside was confusing. Undoubtedly, she had intended to commit suicide. But, of course, we know now that she didn't.
When will I be arrested?
That is a matter for the police. If they decide to prosecute, of course, under the circumstances...
Circumstances. Circumstantial evidence. I didn't murder my wife. I didn't. I didn't!
Of course not, Mr. Littlefield. The autopsy settled that. Not a single trace of poison in the body. She died as a result of her illness.
No poison?
No poison, and lucky for you, Mr. Littlefield. Because if she'd committed suicide as she planned, just how would you have been able to prove your innocence, Mr. Littlefield? Just exactly how?
Suspense. Presented by Roma Wines, R-O-M-A, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world. This is Ken Niles for Roma Wines. One more day to Labor Day weekend, the traditional occasion for tasty outdoor barbecues or picnics, and your last chance to select the delicious Grand Estate wines that can add so much pleasure and good taste to your holiday dining. Yes, Grand Estate wines are becoming the choice of discriminating wine users everywhere. For in Grand Estate wines by Roma, you enjoy the brilliant clarity, full fragrance, and mellow taste that distinguish truly great wines. Your first sip of Grand Estate wine will convince you that in Grand Estate there is a difference. A difference born of choicest grapes and the patient, priceless skill of Roma, America's greatest vintner. So this weekend, enjoy the magnificent taste harmony of Grand Estate California Burgundy and juicy charcoal broiled steaks or grilled hamburgers. Or bring out the full flavor of chicken with glorious Grand Estate California Sauterne. Remember the name Grand Estate Wines by Roma, crowning achievement of vintner skill.
Hume Cronin appeared through the courtesy of Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, producers of the Technicolor musical Holiday in Mexico. Next Thursday, same time, Roma Wines will bring you Mr. Robert Young as star of Suspense, radio's outstanding theater of thrills.
Produced by William Spear for the Roma Wine Company of Fresno, California. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Suspense. Tonight, Suspense brings you as star Mr. Henry Morgan. Each week you hear Mr. Morgan as prime comedian on his own radio show. Tonight he appears in a role different from any he's ever played before. But first, we'd like to remind you that
wherever entertaining is the last word in gracious hospitality, the first name in wines is Cresta? Blanca. Cresta Blanca. Cresta Blanca. That's Cresta Blanca wines. And for the knowing tongue, Cresta Blanca has created two rare California sherries. Dry Watch, a delightfully pale dry sherry that's the perfect prelude to dining. And Triple Cream, the magnificently mellow sherry that won the gold medal at the California State Fair. Yes, when you pour Cresta Blanca, Dry Watch, and Triple Cream, you and your guests enjoy the best. Shenley's Cresta Blanca Wine Company, Livermore, California.
And now, Shenley brings you radio's outstanding theater of thrills,
Suspense.
Presented by Roma Wines, that's R-O-M-A, Roma Wines of Fresno, California. And starring Henry Morgan in Dream Song, a suspense play produced, edited, and directed for Shenley by William Spear. The apartment was 1.5 rooms, about enough space to turn around, sleep, and eat in. But it was enough for a bachelor like me, and I felt lucky. I'd had to move out of my last place in sort of a hurry. You know how you get pushed around nowadays. And I had no real right expecting anything even halfway decent to turn up for me so soon. I went about installing myself, which merely means bringing in my old studio couch, an old chair, about 3 trillion books, a couple of Matisse prints, and my typewriter. And I was all set in a day or two and ready to get down to real work on the book. One evening, I came in after a good dinner and sat down to finish off a sequence. It wasn't writing easy. I felt that I was getting off on a tangent. I was going 1,000,000 miles away from what I wanted to say, and it annoyed me. It was then that I heard it for the first time. It was coming from the next apartment, and coupled with my bad writing, it was very annoying. I tried to ignore it, but that couldn't be done. I got up and walked around the room a few times. That didn't help any. So I sat down and tried to write again.
But I was tough, and the right words came like water from a closed faucet, and then the music stopped. And it was suddenly very peaceful. I felt my mind settle down. I started once more. There, it was going along pretty well now. I was thinking clearly, the phrases were right, the mood was good, the dialogue, and the thing started up again. I yanked the paper out of the machine and tossed it into the wastebasket. I was through for the night. A few nights later, after spending the entire day reading, which is so much more delightful than writing, I decided it was about time to sit down and start pounding it out. It was a beautiful night. It took a lot of willpower to tear myself away from the window. I smoked a couple of cigarettes and decided I'd start work after them. Then smoked a few more and listened to the night noises of the city. After that, I searched my pockets for some more cigarettes, but I didn't have any. So I took a deep breath, reluctantly turned my back on the city, and sat down at my work table. There was a story in the paper that I wanted to keep because it was sort of like the situation I was writing about, and I was cutting it out. Then, almost as though it was timed, that canned music started up. Well, that settled my work for the night again, I thought. That fool in the next apartment, whoever he or she might be, was probably planning to serenade himself for hours on end. And yet, strangely enough, I half hoped that the music would go on. It was a very lovely evening, and I was looking for the slightest excuse to lounge around. I just started thinking of going for a walk when the music stopped. In the stillness that followed, I could hear steps. And then a door opening and closing, and then a long, long silence. Then I was back at my typewriter, and everything was fine. The words were coming right from my brain to my fingers, and as I wrote, I could see the next line, and the next. And then, while I was working, I became conscious of the next door footsteps, and it disturbed me. I sat up, stretched, yawned, looked at my watch. 1 o'clock in the morning. I hadn't realized it was that late. Yes? Who is it?
It's me, Mr. Kenyon, the janitor. Please open the door.
What's wrong? Well, he always come around at 1 in the morning.
Excuse it, please, Mr. Kenyon.
Are you Charles Kenyon? Of course. What is it?
He's from the police station, Mr. Kenyon.
Here you are. I'm Sam Fields from this precinct. Can I come in? Come right in. What's this all about?
Apartment 4D, Mr. Robson.
Why don't you shut up? Kenyon, you've been home all night? Yes, I have. What have you been doing here all night?
Mr. Kenyon's a
Look,
writer.
are you going to keep your trap shut? Go ahead, Kenyon. Well, I'm a writer, and I've been working all evening. That's about all. You didn't hear no noise, no commotion? No. What's happened? The man in apartment 4D's been killed, murdered.
Oh, the floor is all covered with blood. Oh, we'll never get it off without scraping. That'll run up a bill, too.
4D. That's 2 flights up?
Oh, he was a pretty good guy, that Mr. Rodson. But he gave me 5 for
We're
Christmas.
just in here checking up. I don't suppose you knew him. No, I didn't. Well, he must have been killed a short time ago. The coroner's upstairs now. The janitor here heard a struggle and phoned in.
Yeah, I live in 4E now. The owner chopped the basement up into 3 apartments. Oh, he makes a barrel of money that way, you see.
Mr. Rodson
And
was just about dead when we got there. I'm surprised you didn't hear us go up.
I was busy writing.
Yeah, you must have been.
Oh, all that blood on the floor. We'll never get it off. Why, the next tenant will have to paint the floor red, I tell you.
How was he killed?
He was stabbed in the back with a sharp instrument of some
he
kind.
stabbed in the
Not
back.
a knife, the doc says. It could be maybe a shears or scissors.
Well, we looked all around, but we couldn't find no scissors.
The murderer isn't giving out souvenirs this week. Well, Mr. Kenyon, I guess you're okay. We may want you to come down to headquarters for a few questions tomorrow. If so, I'll let you know.
Yes, of course.
You can go back to your writing now. Hey, what do you write? Detective stories?
No, about people.
Yeah? That's who commits the murders, too, people. Although I must say some of my best friends are people. What'd you write tonight? I don't see nothing around.
I don't like to have people see it, until it's finished.
You know, I got a tenant already for that apartment.
Maybe that's why the guy was knocked off, so someone could get the apartment.
What about his wife?
Oh, 4D's got no wife. Now, I know he has got a young lady, but he is a bachelor.
All right. We ain't interested in gossip. Come on, let's go.
Oh,
I'll be seeing you, Mr. Kenyon.
Yes.
Good night. One night, a week after that, I was lying in bed trying to sleep. I don't know why I couldn't sleep. I'd been working hard all day. I was dead tired. My legs felt heavy, but my brain, instead of feeling dull, was sharp and alert. Quite suddenly, and for no reason, I felt waves of chills run along my spine. I sat up in bed, reached for a cigarette. I looked at my watch. 2:20, and I'd wanted to get up at 7. I snuffed out the butt and leaned back. Somehow, I seemed a bit more relaxed now. I closed my eyes and felt comfortable, tired out. And then there it was again. That music. And I was wide awake again and tense and jumpy as a cat. I don't know why it made me feel that way, but it did. It went on and on. Sometimes it would seem to be fading away. Then it would be loud again. And then fade away. I crouched beneath the covers and drew the pillow over my head. That was better. I could still hear it, but it wasn't so bad. And it seemed to get farther and farther and farther away. And I was so tired. Exhausted by now. I heard that sort of thump from somewhere upstairs. But it didn't matter now. All I cared about was sleep. Sleep. Just sleep.
Mr. Kenyon. Mr. Kenyon,
what was
are
that?
you all right?
Of course I'm all right. Just a minute, I'm still in bed. Can a man sleep around here without people?
I didn't know you were sleeping.
You always sleep this late, Kenyon?
Oh, Inspector, I didn't recognize you. I guess I'm still a little bleary-eyed. Come on in.
I ask if you always sleep this late.
12? Guess it is late. No, I don't usually, but I couldn't get to sleep last night.
Last night.
Shut up. Kenyon, do you know the guy who lives upstairs?
That was Mr. Blackwell, the lawyer.
I'm sorry, I don't. I don't know anyone around here. I do my work, that's all I know. Look, you asked me these questions the last time you were here.
Yeah, I know, and I'm asking him again.
Mr. Blackwell, he's been killed.
Killed? Upstairs?
Yep, killed the same way.
Floor just filled with blood, just like 4D.
Well, last night I did hear something.
Hmm?
I didn't think it was anything then. It was just a sound, like a table or something falling over from upstairs.
There was no table falling. What time do you think you heard it?
A little while after I went to bed. A little after 2 a.m.
Mr. Blackwell divorced his wife 5 months ago. She was such a nice woman.
Coroner says death took place around that time. You didn't hear anything else, did you?
What?
I said, did you hear anything else?
Anything else? Anything else? That music. But I couldn't tell him about that. I couldn't tell it to a detective. Or that terrible feeling I had when I heard it. It would sound silly, crazy.
Yes. Did you hear anything else?
No, I didn't hear anything else. I went to sleep right after that, and I didn't wake up until you rang the bell just now.
Mr. Blackwell gave me a 10 for Christmas, but he never smiled. He was a very
We've
sad
been
man.
checking up to see if everyone else is all right.
Has anyone else?
No. Just this guy above you. I guess we got some sort of maniac operating in this area.
Well, he tries to get me. He's going to get a big surprise. I got a license to carry a gun. I got a good gun, too. My son brought it to me from Germany.
Well, now, don't go shooting the tenants just because they don't pay the rent.
Everybody pays the rent here.
Oh, did you ever see a guy with no sense of humor?
Well, this whole thing doesn't seem particularly funny.
Well, don't you worry about it, Mr. Kenyon. You've got the whole police force protecting you, so don't worry about it at all. Well, I'll probably be seeing you. So long.
So long. Goodbye, Mr. Kenyon.
Oh, Mr. Torsten, will you stay a moment? I'd like you to do something for me.
Why, sure.
Mr. Torsten, you seem to know a good deal about everyone in the building.
I don't snoop around. Oh, I'm the janitor. I just see them when other people don't see them.
I know. I didn't mean it that way. I just want to ask you a question or two. This Mr. Blackwell who was killed, he was living alone, wasn't he?
Yeah, like I told you, he was married, but his wife moved out.
You know, it's harder to take blood off the floor than it is from the walls. You can paint the walls, but the floor has to be scraped and sanded.
What about my neighbor to the left, next door?
Oh, 2E? Well, I don't know too much about him. I just seen him once. He never bothers me. His name is Williams.
Has he got a phonograph?
Oh, yeah. Got lots of records for the phonograph, too. I seen them when they put the telephone in. That was the only time I was ever in his place.
I see. Well, thanks a lot, Mr. Thorsten.
Oh, that's it. Well, say, thank you, Mr. Kenyon. And if there's ever any time you ever want anything, don't be afraid to ask.
No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid.
For Suspense, Roma Wines are bringing you Henry Morgan in Dream Song. Roma Wines' presentation tonight in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Suspense, radio's outstanding theater of thrills, is presented by Roma Wines. That's R-O-M-A, Roma Wines, from the world's greatest reserves of fine wines. This is the season when the air is clear and sharp, the kind of weather to whet appetites to razor keenness. Well, here's an easy, inexpensive way to make the plainest food taste like a chef's masterpiece. For family meals or when guests come to dinner, just serve a delicious Roma California table wine, such as robust Roma Burgundy or delicate pale gold Roma Sauterne. You'll be amazed how much these delicious Roma wines add to your mealtime enjoyment. Now, the simplest, most economical meals take on new glamour and flavor goodness. Remember, there's a better tasting Roma wine for every occasion, for every taste. Yet it costs little to enjoy this taste luxury. So always serve Roma wines. That's R-O-M-A. Roma Wines, America's favorite wines.
And now Roma Wines bring back to our Hollywood soundstage Henry Morgan, starring as Charles Kenyon, with Wally Mayer as the inspector and Joseph Kearns as Thorsten in Dream Song, a play well calculated to keep you in suspense.
First time in my life, I felt genuinely afraid. Because it was something you couldn't know, couldn't fight. An innocent knock on the door, you open it, the next thing that happens is you're found in a pool of blood. With that intolerable canned music coming from next door. I wondered what that Williams looked like, living next door. Why should he play that one record over and over again when he had so many? Thorsten said that. And I wondered what he sounded like. The house phone.
Yes, Mr. Kenyon?
Give me Mr. Williams' apartment, 2E. The music started. That meant he was in, and I could find out what he sounds like.
There's no answer. Shall I keep ringing, sir?
Why doesn't he answer? He's there. Maybe he knows I'm calling. Maybe he can hear me call.
Shall I keep ringing, sir?
Well, why doesn't he? Oh, no. Never mind, operator, never mind. I was certain that Williams had heard me call him on the phone. Had been, as a matter of fact, waiting for me to call. From that day on, I left peace of mind behind. I thought of moving, but there was no place to go. I smoked more and more. I sat for hours in a dark movie, in the park, in the public library reading room, and still that record revolved in my ears. If only I could get to know who this Williams was. If I could get to see him. If I could get to observe him somehow without his observing me. I was in the park when I thought of it. I could see our windows from the park. I hurried home. I searched in a drawer for my one war souvenir, my German liberated binoculars. powerful 8x50 Zeiss field glasses. There they were, still dusty. I wiped them with my shirt, went back downstairs to survey the terrain. I hurried over to the park, my heart beating like a trip hammer. Leaned against the body of an old auto, trying to look at ease. I looked up at William's window. The Venetian blinds were raised. I looked around. No one in sight. Quickly, I unslung my binoculars, held them up to my eyes. What was I focused on? That wasn't William's window. That was mine. There was a window. To the left. Should be just about there. There it was. The window. Just as though I were a few yards from it.
Having fun, buddy?
No. No, officer,
See anything good?
Look, officer,
Yeah, I know. You're trying to spot planes.
Yeah, trying to spot planes.
Why don't you try spotting them from the roof?
Well, I never spotted anything from the roof.
Look, wise guy, I'll give you a tip. I'm easy going. But when headquarters gets on my tail, I gotta play rough. Now, somebody puts in a complaint, and I catch you causing trouble, I'll run you in. You understand?
Well,
so far, there's been no complaint. Now, let's just leave it that way, huh? So just beat it now before I change my mind.
For 2 days after that, the thought of that cop catching me with the binoculars made me tremble. I found my hand shaking when I lit a cigarette. Couldn't eat. I knew that I must find some way to reassure myself about Williams or I'd lose my mind. One morning, after I'd spent a sleepless night listening and watching, the music went on. My plan was to wait till the music stopped. Possibly then Williams would go out. And as soon as he left, I'd slip out and follow him. I waited while that music ground out. That metallic sentiment squeezed out through a loudspeaker. 9 o'clock. 9:30. 10 o'clock. 10:30. My head started to go round and round like the record under the needle. 11 o'clock. The music still kept on and on and on. Suddenly I sat up quickly, looked at my watch. 3 o'clock. I'd been sleeping, but the record, it was still...
Mr. Williams. Oh, Mr. Williams.
Torsten.
Mr. Kenyon. Mr. Kenyon.
Torsten, he always talks about blood.
Mr. Kenyon, did you say something?
Don't you come in here! Don't come in here!
Oh, Mr. Kenyon, what's the matter?
You keep away, Torsten. You keep away from it.
Keep away? All right. Only, I was just going to tell you, don't use the incinerator for a while. We're cleaning it out for the next couple of hours.
Incinerator?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, why tell me?
We tell everybody. We don't keep it no secret.
Mr. Williams, too?
He pays his rent. Only he's not home. I just knocked, didn't I?
Yeah, but you came in here with a key. Why?
Because I hear you yell like a bull. I thought maybe something was wrong.
Maybe something is wrong with Mr. Williams. Why don't you open his door?
Look, Mr. Kenyon, I don't go around opening people's doors for the fun of it. I got a job to keep. I got a reputation to think of. If you think a super's job is easy, you got it all wrong.
I didn't mean it that way.
Well, okay. Only, please, don't use the incinerator, huh?
Why did Williams' record stop just before Torsten knocked? Why didn't he answer Torsten's call? He wanted privacy. Privacy to play his record. Every day for the next week, that music played at the strangest hours. It became a personal message to me. I was next. Get ready, Kenyon. You're next to have the floor of your apartment scraped, the walls done over. Many times I thought of calling the police. But what good would that do? No one would believe me just because of a record. No one would believe me without some proof. That was it. Proof, something that would stand up in court before a judge, before a jury. Yeah, but before I could get that, he might creep into this room. Slowly, quietly, while I was asleep, while I was in that bed, helpless as a child. Hour after hour, I walked the streets trying to think, to reason my way out. Yesterday, I sat huddled in a chair all day. The music didn't play at all. About 7 o'clock, I went out for something to eat. In the evening paper, there was an item that could be the basis for a good short story. And when I got back, I started to clip it out. And then I got my nerves again. I locked the door. I went to both the windows. I locked one window. Then I went to the other one. Wait a minute. This window was the window with the fire escape. Whose window was that on the other side of the fire escape? It was his window. William's window. I stared at it as though I were hypnotized. The light was on. That meant he was home. Maybe I could crawl out on the platform, peeking through the window. Maybe I could get a look at him. As I was thinking these thoughts, the music sounded. And I started to sweat. Cold, icy sweat. I started to close the window, but I caught myself, and I pushed it back open. With the palms of my hands wet, I climbed up on the window ledge, and I crawled out on the fire escape. And I made my way along the iron bars as silently as I could. And the window was just in front of me. And I felt my throat go dry as I leaned my head over to try to look in. I swallowed hard and tried to keep my body concealed. The Venetian blinds were drawn all the way, but they were slanted in such a way that permitted me to see inside. I craned my head forward and looked. It was dark inside, but I could make out the living room and the phonograph, large cabinet machine. There was a couch, and there was a man. It seemed as though he was dancing, swaying to the music, and it kept getting louder. And he kept coming towards me. Nearer and nearer. Must have seen me. I couldn't move. And he kept coming nearer, moving in the shadows. Nearer. Nearer. Ah! When I came out of it, I was in my own apartment, lying on my own couch. And Inspector Fields was there and a lot of other people.
He'll be okay now.
Did you get him? Did you get him?
Yeah, they got him. They think.
They think? Don't they know? It was Williams. I saw him in his room. He was coming at me. He was going to kill me. I was going to be next. He was coming at me there in the dark.
Take it easy, Kenyon. Take it easy. That wasn't Williams. That was me.
Oh. Listen, Inspector. There's something I haven't told you. Something I heard. The other 2 times.
Yeah?
I thought it would sound crazy, but I heard music. A song. An old song. An old record.
Yeah? What was it?
It was I'll See You in My Dreams. Heard it again tonight in Williams' room. He was playing it.
Yeah, I guess you heard it tonight, all right.
And I heard it the other 2 times, too. The same way. The same song.
Maybe you heard it, and maybe you just thought you heard it. How much do you remember? Do you remember coming at me with those scissors?
Scissors?
Kenyon, we found your other apartment. The one you moved out of a month ago.
My other apartment?
Mm-hmm. And we found your wife.
I don't have a wife.
No, but you did. And that song you were talking about, it was on the phonograph. And your wife, she was dead.
They made me talk to a doctor today. Hallucinations, he said. Hearing that song that way, I sort of remember Alice. She was playing a record, and I was clipping something out of... Well, I don't know what to believe, because I thought the song was real, and the woman, the dead woman, I thought that was a dream. Just a bad dream. They wouldn't hang a man for a dream, would they?
Suspense.
Dream Song, starring Henry Morgan, presented by Roma Wines. That's R-O-M-A. Roma Wines, America's largest selling wines. This is Truman Bradley to tell you why Roma Wines are America's favorite wines. It's because Roma selects and presses the choicest California grapes. Then, with centuries-old skill and winemaking resources unmatched in America, Roma guides this grape treasure to tempting perfection. These better-tasting Roma wines are placed with other mellow Roma wines to await later selection for your enjoyment from the world's greatest reserves of fine wines. This weekend, treat your friends to the better taste of a fine Roma California wine, such as ruby red Roma Port, golden amber Roma Sherry, or flame bright Roma Muscatel. Discover for yourself why Roma wines, that's R-O-M-A, Roma wines are enjoyed by more Americans than any other wines.
Tonight's suspense play was by George Bellac and Ben Kerner. Henry Morgan will soon be seen in his first starring picture, the Screenplay Enterprise production, So This is New York, and may be heard every Wednesday night on another network for Ever Sharp Chick. Be sure to listen next Thursday, same time, to Suspense. Produced and directed by William Spear for the Roma Wine Company of Fresno, California. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Paul.
Hi, Harlow.
Well, look who's here. Say, it's mighty nice of you to be sitting around all week just to hear me tell more about Autolite.
Oh, I haven't been waiting around all week. Why, I was way up in Oregon.
Oh, that's swell. That's swell. Hey, Hap, do you know the real story about Autolite Stay Full batteries?
Well, sure, I know the real story about Autolite Stay Full batteries.
Need to water only 3 times a year in normal car use? What a battery. Stay full, that is. Why, by Cornelius, an Autolite Stay Full battery has more liquid reserve than a centipede has legs, than an ocean has waves, than a rabbit has, well, rabbits. Water, whales spout it, geysers gush it, people drink it, but Autolite Stay Full batteries carry good old Aquapura so long and so well, they take a drink about as often as you have a birthday, a wedding anniversary, and a New Year's celebration. Only 3 times a year in normal car use. And let me tell you something else. You'd better get an Autolite Stay Full battery before...
Before you go on some more, Harlow, let's listen to Suspense.
Suspense. Autolite and its 60,000 dealers and service stations bring you radio's outstanding theater of thrills. Starring tonight, Miss Lucille Ball in Anton Leder's production of A Little Piece of Rope. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
They said I'd never make good here in Hollywood. Everywhere I went, it was the same story. Sure, they'd see me, but the minute they took a look at my baby face, all I'd get was advice and excuses. No job. My last try was for a schoolgirl part. I was too baby-faced to even land that one. I was walking home, still wearing the school uniform that I'd bought to help me get the part, when I got the idea. Then I remembered another thing. It was years ago, reading an old copy of the Police Gazette in Grandpa's attic, printed about 1880, I guess. With their falsely youthful faces, dressed as innocent schoolgirls, these vicious females haunt the vicinity of select young ladies' seminaries, and with their airs of artless girlhood, they entice and trap unwary gentlemen, some from the best of families. It was funny then. But now, well, those gals were suckers. I take the exclusive gents for all they've got and give absolutely nothing. That's how I made good in Hollywood, up to $1,000 a month good. I just take a little walk. I've got uniforms for all the best schools, and I still have the baby face. So help me, lots of those kids look older than I do. When school's out, I let some old wolf pick me up. They always want to park up in the hills or some other lonely place. I drop my compact. He bends over to pick it up, and I let him have it with a special little blackjack I carry. Then I leave, taking their wallets and any letters I find. You'd be surprised at some of the letters some of them do have. Makes a dandy bank balance now and then. Them? Remember, I pick 'em old enough to have families, dignified jobs. Would they want to admit to chasing Bobby Soxers? They never squawk. My landlady thinks I'm the ideal tenant.
Oh, she's no trouble at all, the poor little thing. Infantile, you know. Has to take long walks every day and rest the rest of the time. Never any fun or dates like other pretty girls. Well, lucky she can afford it, I say. Be a county ward otherwise. And so sweet and quiet, uncomplaining, poor little soul.
Yes, Mrs. Tilford is a swell character witness. Of course, I always wear a coat over those uniforms near home, and I keep them locked up just in case she snoops. Yes, I've got a nice career in Hollywood. That is, I did have until last month.
You going out in this cold, Isabel?
Oh, this is a good heavy coat.
Well, don't you overdo now.
These walks are just what the doctor ordered.
Anyway, you sure look healthy enough.
Oh, thank heaven for that. Anything I can pick up for you on the way back?
Oh, no, thanks, dearie. I got everything done. Goodbye now.
Bye. I was dressed for Miss Cadwaller's school this time, and it was just letting out when I got there. I didn't have long to wait. You know, you get so you can tell by the way the cars move along the street if the guy's on the prowl. This one was driving a big black coupe, and he was a little younger than I liked, about 40, but you can't be too fussy. I stepped off the curb, pretending to look for a bus.
Waiting for the bus?
Why, yes, I am.
Which one?
The Bel Air bus.
Oh, I say, that's a shame.
Why?
I just passed it back there. Broken axle.
Oh.
You know, I think I've seen you passing my house. What street do you live on?
Cameron.
Oh, sure. I'm just over on Benda. Hop in, I'll take you home.
Well, you're a neighbor. I guess it's... Gee, thanks, Mr.
Rice. Alex Rice. Insurance.
How do you do?
Like school?
I hate it. School's no fun. I'd like...
What?
Oh, excitement. Danger. I suppose you think I'm pretty silly.
No. No, I think you're the kind of girl who'll get excitement and danger.
Really?
Yes, really. Look, it's so early yet. I'd like to take the long way through the hills. It's pretty there now.
Oh, yes, I'd love to. I think the hills are divine. Oh, isn't it just out of this world?
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Oh.
What's the initial on your bag for?
The initial?
Yeah. Irma?
Oh.
Inez? Ingeborg?
Oh, Ingeborg, you made that up.
No, it's Swedish. Imogene?
No, Irene. Irene Taylor.
A pretty name for a pretty girl.
I'll bet.
You have beautiful hair and eyes and a beautiful throat.
Well, throat.
Irene, you're very exciting.
Oh, Mr. Rice, I dropped my compact.
You don't need it.
But it might get stepped on.
You won't need it.
But I want it now.
All right. Don't yell so. Here, I'll get it for you. Oh!
Character, huh? Well, here, roll back a little. There. Well, what do you know? Rope. Now, why would a guy carry a piece of rope in his inside breast pocket? Nice wallet. Well, goodbye, Mr. Rice, and thanks for everything. Back home, I showered and changed and settled down to see what was in this wallet worth keeping. Only about $50. What made it so thick was a lot of newspaper clippings. Oh, no, it can't be. But it was. Those clippings were all about the strangler who'd murdered 5 girls in the last year, left them in the hills with a piece of rope around their necks and never a clue. And Alexander Rice carried his press notices. Alexander Rice carried a little piece of rope in his inside breast pocket, picked up girls, drove into the hills. And Alexander Rice wasn't his name. No, his driver's license said Benjamin Carney. I had picked up and slugged the strangler. My latest sucker was the most dangerous man in the country.
For Suspense, Autolite is bringing you Miss Lucille Ball in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Say there, neighbor. I didn't get going very well on those Autolite stay-full batteries.
Now, look here, Harlow Wilcox.
Never mind. I'm right back in there pitching. Gee, if I could only tell you about every one of those 400 Autolite automotive, aviation, and marine products. Well, that takes real breath, lots of breath. And while I'm not as short on taking breath as an Autolite stay-full battery is on taking a drink, not by a jugful, even I just haven't got enough breath for that.
Well, if you just stop talking so much...
I can sure wind up and sound off on those Autolite stay-full batteries, though. Making camels look like topers is just the beginning with them. They've got oversized electrical capacity plus fiberglass insulation. You know what that means, my friend?
Well, sure, I know what that means.
It means you should find out for yourself how long these batteries are bound to live. You'd have to hibernate like Rip Van Winkle. I guess you could at that if you had an Autolite stay-full battery in your car.
I've got an Autolite.
Why, the way those Autolite engineers designed that Autolite stay-full battery is so darned ingenious by Cornelius that you could pay as little attention to your Autolite stay-full battery as Rip Van Winkle did to old Father Time. Go down to your Autolite dealer and get one right away. There's no better buy in batteries, my boy, because no better batteries be behind the byline of Barlow Bilcox.
Now, look, Wilcox, huh? You got bees in my bonnet now. If you'll only pipe down, we'll hear some more of Suspense.
And now, Autolite brings back to a Hollywood soundstage Miss Lucille Ball as Isabel in A Little Piece of Rope. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
At first, I just shivered over my narrow escape. Why, if I hadn't been out to get him, he'd have gotten me. I'd be number 6 in tomorrow's headlines. Then I suddenly realized I was the only one who could identify him. I can't be silent and let him go on killing. I've got to go to the police station and tell them. I started to go out when it occurred to me I couldn't. I didn't dare go to the police and take the chance of exposing my own racket. If that ever came out, and it probably would, San Quentin, here I come. It seems they're a little stuffy about people who carry blackjacks and steal wallets and sell letters. So Instead, I went for a walk. A real one this time, and just tried to think. Pretty soon another thought hit me. He knew I could identify him by now. The Strangler was no fool. He'd have me figured out and know the kind of place and time to look for me. And he'd certainly be looking for me, to kill me, to shut my mouth forever. I had to find a way to...
City desk, Thompson.
I know who the Strangler is.
Who's this?
I can't tell you that.
Oh, I see. Well, what can you tell me? You know his name?
Benjamin Carney.
Carney?
Carney, 11568 Boydell Street.
Yeah, description?
About 40. 5'9" or 10. 160 pounds. Dark hair, eyes, skin, even features. Not ugly, not handsome. Drives a big black coupe. Late model.
Got it. Any identifying marks? Mustache?
No, nothing.
And how do you know this guy's the Strangler?
I just know. Goodbye.
Hey, wait a minute.
So you can trace the call? There'd been hundreds of phony clues, and he thought mine was another. But surely they'd check that name and address. All the way home, I had a creepy feeling he was around somewhere, following me, waiting. The evening paper barely mentioned my call, just listed it with several others. Radio wasn't very much better.
An unidentified woman phoned in a description of the killer as a 40-year-old brunette, medium height and weight, with no distinguishing features, driving a new black coupe. Police checks revealed that such a man, with the name she gave, had moved from the address given several months before the first of the Strangler murders, but there is no further trace of him. Investigation continues, but it is believed this is another spite accusation. A Portland, Oregon woman reported the Strangler as the man who entered her hen house last night and...
No use phoning again. I didn't think a letter would help much either, but I tried, being careful it couldn't be traced to me, and mailed it to a newspaper that night.
Hey, Mike, you going to the courthouse? Take this to O'Shea, will you? Another Strangler letter telling all. Why can't he just strangle letter writers? One more and I'll strangle somebody.
Another failure. The letter wasn't even printed. I was getting jumpy from being cooped up like a prisoner. What if he couldn't find me as long as I stayed home? I was losing money every day I didn't pull my act. I could leave town, but why should I give up this good thing, my perfect setup? I'd been doing fine. In another year, I could quit the racket, make friends, invest my money, maybe even get married. But now this had happened. I'd never be safe, not as long as we both lived. I finally faced it. I have to find him and kill him. This time I put an ad in the personals column. Would he see it? Well, I'd run it till he did. A.K. Rice can book your rope act for mutual profit.
Have immediate out-of-town engagement. Signed, Slugger. Rope act. Mutual profit, huh?
I knew that would get him because it sounded like blackmail. And by pretending to fall for a shakedown, he'd hope to get close enough to kill me. Only it was going to be the other way around. And so our strange correspondence began. He answered right away.
Slugger, interested in offer.
Send details, Box 047M298, Rice. I had him hooked. I didn't lose any time writing. Dear Mr. Rice, I have an invention which I think you'll want for your
rope act. It's expensive, but remember, it's completely silent. And yours exclusively if we agree on terms. Signed, Slugger. Mm-hmm. Completely silent. It's delicious. And expensive. Yes, indeed. Slugger, give price
and details of contract. Rice. So close now. I couldn't afford the slightest mistake now or... Dear Mr. Rice, 5,000 cash buys complete
assortment of paper and leather goods. Time and place of meeting must be my choice, but decide fast. I must leave town immediately. Signed, Slugger. P.S. You should never have left that snapshot in your wallet. It's awfully good of you. Snapshot? I thought Oh, no. I didn't burn it. So, the little lady's in a jam. Needs money to hide out. And I can help her make her getaway? Oh, I can indeed. Slugger, price okay.
We'll close at your convenience, Rice. I've got him. My plan was as foolproof as I could make it. I packed a suitcase with the kind of clothes I'd hate to be found dead in, and maybe I would be, and told Mrs. Milford I was taking a vacation with friends.
Oh, I'm so glad, dearie. I said to Miss Knight yesterday, that child should have country air. City air just don't do the same for you.
Yes, I know it'll do me good.
And you stay longer if they ask you. Don't worry about me holding the apartment for you.
Well, thanks a lot, Mrs. Tilford. It's certainly nice of you. I have to catch that train now. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Have a nice time now.
I took those awful clothes to the bus depot, changed, washed, and let the soap dry on my face till it was white and shiny and 10 years older. With my hair skinned back tight under an old beret, I saw a stranger in the mirror. Baby face was gone. Good. No one had noticed me, and looking like this, nobody would. Then I walked to another apartment I'd rented by phone last week. It was in a dingy neighborhood. I'm Miss Sproat.
Oh, Miss Sprout, you can move right in. The people left yesterday. Here, this is the key. It's the first door at the head of the stairs.
Fine, I'll go right up.
It ain't clean yet. Them stairs bother me so.
No, I'd really rather do it myself, thank you.
Well, I'll just leave you alone then.
Now I was Miss Annie Sproat, librarian, and I looked as much like Isabel Towns, baby face, as an alley cat looks like a Persian. I sat down to write the last letter. Dear Mr. Rice, come to 609 Fitzgilbert Place at 10 p.m.
Friday. And don't try to come near me, or I'll scream my head off. Tap 5 times, come in, and stand right by the door while we make sure neither of us is double-crossing the other. Have the money in an unsealed envelope. I want that traveling money, but I'd rather take a chance on the cops than on you, so follow instructions. Slugger. You fool. You baby-faced fool.
He'd have to make sure the layout was right before he'd dare attack me. And the more precautions I took, the more he'd believe I was on the level. Near the door where he'd stand, I put a chest with a lamp on it. That was my booby trap, that lamp. The room was so dimly lit, he'd have to light my lamp to look at the wallet. And when he pulled the light chain, he'd shoot himself. I had a gun fixed where the bulb should be, and the chain pulled the trigger. It was set to get him in the chest. Heart, if I was lucky. Dead or not, I'd leave him there for the cops, with his wallet and clippings. Pretty cute, huh? And I'd skip out the back way with all that beautiful money, go to the depot, become Isabel Towns again, safe and free. I wore gloves all the time I was there, and the suitcase with Isabel Towns' identity in it was ready by the back door. The hours passed like centuries, and the old house creaked like a sick old man in a squeaky bed. Of course, it might be the house, or it might be someone on the stairs. And then it was 10 o'clock. I was standing at the other end of the room, facing the door. The light was very dim. I heard the feet coming up the stairs, or was it just the creaking of the old house? No. No.
Good evening, Slugger. You see, I'm prompt, Slugger.
Stand where you are.
Certainly.
Did you bring the money?
Yes, indeed. Here, this envelope.
Throw it down in the middle of the room, between us. Go ahead, throw it down. It'll stay there while you examine the leather goods.
Do you have the wallet here?
Yes. Throw the money. I can't reach it from here, you know. It's quite safe.
All right. There. The wallet. Where is it?
On that chest beside you, by the lamp.
Yes. Well, thanks, Slugger.
Aren't you going to look to see that everything's there?
Why should I? I trust you. So long, babyface. See you around.
He's gotten away, alive. He must have guessed I'd done something to the lamp. So he was still alive and still dangerous. But at least I had the money, the $5,000. I picked up the envelope and opened it. There was nothing in it but pieces of newspaper cut to the size of bills. Why, you dirty cheat! I ran to the door and opened it. I looked out, but he wasn't in sight. Maybe I could catch him before he got out of the house. Oh, you won't get away with this. I stepped into the hall, and before I could turn, I felt the rope around my neck. His hands were pulling it tight.
Oh, baby. I told you I'd see you around. Didn't I?
There you are, baby. You're paid off in full. Now, we'll just go back inside. Let's see. I guess you'll be safe on the floor while we finish our business. Now, I'll take a look at that wallet, baby. You might have held out some of those clippings. I'll just turn on this light.
Thank you, Lucille Ball, for a splendid performance. Miss Ball will return in just a moment.
Say, Hap, you going back to Oregon?
Well, how long?
That's a nice trip if you can get it with an Autolite Stay Full battery. You know, I'd advise you to get a sign for your thumb saying, any car with Autolite Stay Full batteries can carry me. I forgot my canteen.
But how long?
Of course, you could buy an Autolite Stay Full battery and simply insist that whoever picked you up use your battery. But you couldn't get back to Oregon that way. No, sirree, they'd never let you out of the car just so they could keep that wonderful Autolite Stay Full battery. Let's see, after you got to Oregon, you could go to Washington, Montana, Minnesota, Maine, New York, and
But
Florida.
Harlow, I've been trying to tell you I've got an Autolite Stay Full battery.
Oh, well, then you know that Autolite means batteries.
Stay Full battery.
Autolite means spark plugs.
Ignition engineered spark plug.
Autolite means ignition system.
The lifeline of your car.
And now here again is Miss Lucille Ball.
It's always a great pleasure to appear on Suspense, especially when the part is so unusual and exciting.
That's right, Miss Ball. The part of Isabel tonight was very different from your regular radio role on My Favorite Husband.
Plug?
Why not?
Why not? Something like, listen to Lucille Ball as Liz Cougat on My Favorite Husband every Saturday night.
Over your favorite CBS station. All right?
Wonderful. And I hope all of you will be listening next week when Suspense presents William Powell in a role that's also different from the parts he's been playing lately. He's playing a man who's just stolen $250,000 and then finds out that... But you'll hear about it next Thursday when Suspense brings you Give Me Liberty, another gripping study in...
Suspense.
Lucille Ball may soon be seen in the Paramount production Sorrowful Jones. Barry Kroger was heard tonight in the part of the Strangler. Tonight's suspense play was written by Virginia Cross, with music composed by Lucian Moraweck and conducted by Lud Gluskin. The entire production was under the direction of Anton M. Leader. In the coming weeks, Suspense will present such stars as John Garfield, Margaret O'Brien, Sidney Greenstreet, Agnes Moorehead, Edmund O'Brien, and many others. Make it a point to listen each Thursday to Suspense, radio's outstanding theater of thrills. And next Thursday, same time, hear William Powell in Give Me Liberty.
This is the Autolite Suspense Show. Here's your party, Miss Ball.
We should all support our local community chest in their drives for funds. Money is badly needed for aid to the handicapped, child care, hospitals, clinics, and a host of other humanitarian services. Subscribe to your local community chest. Everybody benefits, everybody gives. Thank you.
This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.